Adding a topic.
Oh, let me see.
What do you think you're doing?
Fine. Oh, Fire Emblem. You've been playing that. Yeah, that just came out.
Yep.
What is that?
I think it came out last week. Can't remember.
What is that?
It's a DS game.
Yeah. It looked good.
It's pretty fun. It's like a strategy game.
This is Creed Shock topic that is being discussed in the pre-show.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't think we've ever had a combination like this before.
What?
Like
What?
All four of us together?
4 or 5 of us.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Five.
God
Broke
damn!
Dan's
Just
pen.
racist against
Oh my God.
Skype people.
I didn't see you
How
there,
dare you.
speakers.
You're racist against Skype people.
No, you're not Skype any longer. You're
speakers. Speakers, Z.
Let me actually.
Hi,
Let me take,
speakers.
You're racist
let me
against
take a picture
speakers,
so you
okay?
can see yourself. See, real
Well,
quick.
that'll be the Critter Clack background.
Let me-
It's Speaker Z.
Touch of Speaker Z. It's like touch of Gray
Go
Z.
get
but-
down a little bit so you can be in the shot.
You're dumb. All
Put
of
in
you.
the speakers,
Fuck
asshole.
you.
There you go. No, you're covering it up.
Get-
Put your finger
get
like
it, like,
that.
Don't be doing anything naughty to those
One,
speakers.
two. Ew, you look like a creep.
That's the point. So, this pre-show has been brought to you by Seamus' Pizza, which he went up to his room to grab.
Yep.
What a fucking asshole.
Yep, fantastic.
It's from yesterday.
Ew.
You guys still have that? You guys still have that fridge picture of me?
What?
Welcome, everyone, to Critcher Tlack for
Oh my god.
It's the day after Valentine's Day. You have a wife.
It's the
How do you
day
not
after
know that?
Valentine's Day, is it? It's 2
Oh,
days
sorry.
after.
16th.
I slept.
Okay.
I slept a lot. Thought it was the day after Valentine's Day.
Okay, off to a great
And
start.
time flies when
Anyway,
you don't have a job.
Exactly. Welcome to Critcher Tlack for the 16th of February. And we are joined today by, and I had pointed this
Me.
out earlier.
Me and only me.
Z, shut up. Shut up, Speaker Z.
Hey.
Anyway, we're joined
Be
by, of
racist.
course, Z, who's on Skype.
Hi.
Now you don't talk when I actually acknowledge you. You're like,
I spoke.
Sly,
I said hi.
Hi guys.
Spoon,
That was classy.
who needs a haircut.
Excuse me?
Look at that.
Do I need
I have a haircut
Seamus?
too. You would yell
Yeah.
at me as well.
Wow. Fuck you.
If Seamus says you need a haircut, you need
I need a haircut too, again.
you don't.
And then, of course,
Nice.
Seamus.
I need another one.
Hey, I posted that picture already.
Oh, you weren't supposed to post it.
Why?
Because I was going to use it in the background.
So you can still use it, you fuck.
Not a surprises room.
It's not a surprise.
Well, fuck you.
Okay.
Good job.
Just ruined everything. Thanks.
Oh.
Jeez.
Anyway, welcome to Creature Talk. Dan is in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Fast. Isn't that where you?
He's in California.
Were you
right
thinking
now.
of Popeyes?
What?
Louisiana.
He's like
France,
right.
isn't
He's like
that-
right near me.
Louisiana fans.
Yeah, I think he was thinking of Popeyes and
Is
not
that
Dan.
Popeyes? That's
Yeah.
their-
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't like Popeyes.
it's too spicy for me. I don't know why. It's just
What?
weird.
I've
Too
never even eaten
gross.
there
I
before.
don't know.
I've never seen
I really
a
like
Popeye.
chicken anyways,
I
though.
love chicken.
Chicken's good.
Chicken's the best.
Chicken's kind
When I was growing up, we had chicken like literally 5 nights
there,
a week.
Right
So
there. That is
What?
exactly the reason I don't like
You
it
know
too.
why I like
We had
chicken?
nothing but chicken. It
Yep.
was
Because-
3 different ways and it never changed.
Really?
Yep.
Well, the reason why I like chicken is because it's made with awesome seasoning, which is called adobo, and that makes everything taste like heaven.
you put
And
that in your Coke, like you
I
put that in everything.
I bathe with that.
That's gross.
Is that why you smell spicy?
We can cook Sly right now and he tastes delicious.
Ew.
Cannibalism.
Well, after crew.
Puerto Rico fast.
Puerto Rico fast.
There you go.
So what
That's
was
terrible.
Wow.
Anyway.
I thought that said Trapville shit.
going on? Does it? Ew! What the hell?
That kind of looks like Trapville
Anyway,
shit.
Shit.
The first
The cloud
topic-
traps know how to shit.
The first topic is
There's a cat meowing.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
was trying to say,
it's
Dan
probably
is-
Fisher.
Dan is in California right now visiting Liz. And
I thought he was in Louisiana.
I was
California.
kidding.
Louisiana.
And James is sick right now.
He's
And
actually killing the cat.
Dan's cat is trying to tap into our podcast here.
Yep. Stupid jerk.
Hey, get a job!
I think he's looking for jobs.
Hippie. So anyway, let's get right on the topic, shall we?
See.
No.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
What?
It's in the works.
Okay. That was like months ago.
What the fuck are you
We
talking
got
about?
busy right after that. It's a
what?
long story.
They're talking bullshit. There's
Stop it.
buddy
should
friends
leave.
stuff.
Anyway, we actually revealed a Trapville shirt that we released yesterday.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it
I didn't see
yesterday?
that.
I didn't see that either.
I saw it.
It's all fancy looking.
Z
Get
drew
good
it.
with it.
See,
I drew that for you guys.
can you draw a picture of me?
Z, I love you.
Draw a picture of you doing what?
Ew.
Doing what? Doing what?
Yeah,
Gross.
that's what you want to hear. Just picture of you doing what?
What did you say? I don't know what you said.
Just starts laughing.
Are you doing like just a face that I obviously can't see? And
Oh, it wasn't even the face. It was just.
It was the laugh.
Yeah, he just started laughing. There wasn't even a face or a gesture. It was just.
It was terrible. So yeah, Trapville shirt. Z designed it, and it's up on the creature spreadshirt right now.
So
pick
buy
up the
it.
background image.
What'd you say, Z?
Pick up the background image.
Background image. What did he say?
The
Oh,
for
make it
creature.
the background.
image for the-
Oh, there you go. There you
Could
go.
do that.
There you fucking go.
Yeah.
Ah, my nipple.
Ew.
What a
Where?
shot.
He hit me right on the nipple with that. What the hell?
I threw the piece of broken pen. Dancing was so mad because he's
It's
always
a
like
fucking
possessive
pen.
of his pens, and I broke his last one. I think because I don't.
But they're
You
just
own
they're
it.
clicky tops. Who gives a shit? They're clicky tops.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a fancy $100 pen.
Yeah.
$100 pen. What kind of swanky jerk would you have to be to own one of those things?
An executive
Yeah.
or a CEO
Or somebody that likes to stab people with fancy stuff.
or a collector of pens.
Or somebody that like spends. Yeah, I just said what you said. Damn it, Seamus.
Or just a random person.
Yeah, what if someone's got a lot of money to spend? They're like, no, I want to buy it.
I want to waste my money, so I'm gonna buy $100 pen.
$100.
What if it was like the best pen ever?
What
Well, if it was that'd be worth it then. But
What if it would
set-
fix my
those-
chicken scratch?
Those
off
more
writing?
expensive pens suck. Like this pen right here is probably one of the most ideal, famous pens that there is.
Because it's a
They
clicky
put
top.
earwax on it.
It's a clicky top.
So
Ew.
it doesn't
They stuff
fall out.
earwax in the back so the ink
Nuh-uh.
doesn't fall out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see
look.
the yellow stuff?
Ew! Is that a earwax?
Yeah,
It's not earwax.
Oh. Assholes.
Anyway,
Came out of my ears.
Oh, well then I want that.
Spoon works for them.
Anyway,
God.
When I was talking to Z today, we seemed to have figured out that Comic-Con tickets went on sale today, and we did not realize it.
I knew about it.
Oh no, we knew
I
about
I
it.
did.
Spoon seems to have the.
I knew
story
about it
here.
too.
It was
I knew
like,
it. Everybody
hey, we're
was-
starting at 9 a.m. Click this button at 9. Click it once. Do not refresh. I clicked it once,
clicked
got
it
an
1
error.
second too
I
late. 1
refreshed,
second too late.
and then I got a white screen for 30 minutes. Then I was number 35,424
Only that?
in line.
Oh! in
And then
line.
it refreshes. It says do not refresh. It says
It refreshes by itself.
automatically every 120 seconds. It refreshed once. We're sold out.
Yep. That's like
2 minutes in.
that's like what happened last year. I was lucky enough to get in. I was like number 6,000 or something like that.
Yeah, we'd all jumped on the computers and we bought.
They really need to
tickets
think about
and-
expanding that convention.
Gee.
There's too many people that go
There's
to it
nowhere
already.
else that could fit that. That San Diego Convention Center is packed, like filled to the brim, and
Yeah,
I know.
it's huge,
Some, like,
and
massive-
it is absolutely packed.
Convention center.
Like seriously, shoulder to shoulder, everywhere you
Are
go
they not gonna
inside.
release more tickets? Is
Take-
that done?
They had like a secondary thing. Well, at least they did last year. They had like a
Go to some
secondary thing.
random, go to some random state and just build the biggest convention center ever and have Comic-Con.
why
Not
not
Puerto
Wyoming?
Rico.
Because Wyoming has nothing in there but
Yeah.
a building and some
I
trees.
know. So
And a house and a hill.
Tower.
And a house.
There's that
build
hill.
build a convention center the size of Yellowstone and stick
Isn't
everyone.
Texas really
You'll
big?
have no
We can go
problem.
there.
Yeah, but there's stuff there. Like
There's
Wyoming's
tornadoes.
nothing.
And it's
There's like
humid and
cowboys, a random gas station, a building, a house, and a biker gang.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Humidity.
and a
in
bunch of
Wyoming?
humidity.
Oh, I was
I'm talking about
I
Wyoming.
wonder how many
Texas.
subscribers are we losing from there right now.
Who the fuck lives in Wyoming?
If there is anyone there.
Who lives in Wyoming? Like 2 people are mad right now. Like, oh,
I do.
like yeah, I fucking pick on Detroit enough. Fuck you, Wyoming.
I'm gonna take
Go to
my
hell.
horse and go across the state.
You know what? I don't even know where Wyoming is.
It's like right fucking north of us.
It's a border state to us right now.
It's right above us.
You want to drive to Wyoming?
It's
Why would I
terrible.
do it? Your homework assignment is drive up an hour into Wyoming and tell me if you see another human being.
You see some
Besides the
cars.
people on the freeway. You're on.
Okay.
That's it.
If you look around, you'll see like 2 people at a gas station pumping gas.
Yep.
To go back on their phone.
I went to the jankiest Detroit gas station ever going through Wyoming. It was terrible. Like the plate of the gas thing was off. Like I could see the innards of the gas. Like I could see how it worked. I was like, oh, so that's how that works. Really? There was like a biker gang in front of the place. I was like, I don't want to fucking go in. I was like, I hope this place takes a card. Thank God it did. I wouldn't want
to pay protection just to walk through.
I like, do I have to pay you guys to like walk in there or like what happens here? They were just sitting there. I was
Last time I drove through Wyoming, it was Sturgis weekend. I don't know if anyone knows what Sturgis
I do.
I don't even know where Wyoming is.
It's
Why
north
would I
of
know
us.
where Sturgis is?
No, Sturgis isn't
What
in
the fuck
Wyoming.
is wrong with this
It's,
asshole?
I think it's in. Maybe it's in Wyoming or North.
Why, we're
Dakota?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yeah, it's somewhere over there.
Yeah, but anyway,
It's in one of the other states no one
It's
cares
pretty much
about.
the biggest motorcycle rally in
Mount Rushmore.
the country, as far as I know.
It's huge.
And you just drive. We were driving. Just thousands and thousands of bikers passing, and then all of a sudden there's a massive storm.
Oh,
in the middle
God.
of Wyoming, there's nowhere. Like they usually stop under bridges when there's storms. That's what bikers will do that. They all of a sudden just started storming, downpouring, massive, like terrible thunder.
Like cats and dogs and,
Cats and
Bill
dogs.
Murray.
Not the nice kinds of cats and dogs either.
What about the nice
Anyway,
kind of Bill Murray?
You just saw him. You
He
just saw him
completely
going through
disregarded the Bill
water,
Murray.
And then they would stop at those ghetto gas stations
Ghetto,
and try and
that's
get,
what you call ghetto
and
stations?
try and get.
It was terrible. That was a ghetto gas
When you
station.
said you could see the mechanism of the pump?
The plate was taken off. There's a fucking biker gang. Like
Like
there's an
cycling
out of service like truck station nearby that's falling apart. It was terrible. It was bad. I mean, it wasn't a guy with a knife shanking people out there, but there's a fucking bike gang.
Well, it's because you didn't go to the bathroom.
I wouldn't want to go there. There's probably a dead body in there.
The toilet actually stabs you in the asshole.
Probably. It's like, thanks for coming. It's like the opposite of a bidet or whatever those things are. Like it doesn't clean you. It just
It makes you bleed. It just makes everything uncomfortable and inconvenient. This sucks.
That was
I'm a
honestly
bloody asshole. What am I gonna do?
that and driving through Utah, 2 worst states I've ever gone through.
But the Utah Jazz.
I really need to go on a road
basketball
trip.
team back then.
Do you hear that? Z needs to go on a road trip.
I actually might be doing that because my sister needs to go to college on the East Coast. We might do a cross-country road
Oh,
trip. soon.
terrible.
Oh dear.
Terrible.
Well,
It would be fun. But
Don't go through
Driving
the
to Minnesota. is
Take a
bad.
really scenic route or something. I don't know.
Don't
that'll
go
take
through
about, like 2 or 3 weeks to get across country.
don't go through the Midwest in winter or you're going to get screwed in one of those
Don't
states.
go across Colorado when it's winter time.
I'm gonna go like
How
down
bad does
north
it
and go
snow
up
here?
north, or sorry, up down
It's
south and up
random.
north.
yeah, I noticed that.
It can be,
Quincy, apparently no one knows how to drive on Quincy when it snows because there was like half an inch of snow. There's like 3 wrecks. Some dude is in the opposite lane coming towards us.
Tell them what happened in Valentine's Day. We didn't put that there.
We were going to Chili's and it was snowing a little bit. It was like half an inch on the ground. There was like nothing, and Quincy's a little snowy. And we get on Quincy. There's someone in a ditch facing the other way, with damage on them and a car in front of them, so they hit someone. We went down a little bit further. There's a guy fishtailed out in the other lane, and there's a guy going past everyone in the Okay, so here's the line of traffic. This guy is like that. Into the grass. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Does no one know how to drive here? When half an inch.
People do not know how to drive in
It
snow
wasn't
here.
Half an inch.
It was a hit and run.
I didn't see it, so I can't.
It just seemed like somebody hit that car that was on the left road, whatever, and the dude was just booking it for dear life, and it looked like a really shady car. It was I think it was one of those.
It looked like a decent car though. It wasn't like a.
Yeah, it was a black decent car with tint. Like
It was probably the FBI. They probably.
FBI. I'll tell you who it was there. It was Mr. Colorado drug lord booking it because he had 10 kilos of cocaine and he did not want to get chased.
I was surprised. I was like, it snows here. Like people must
What?
know how to drive
They
here.
don't know how to drive here.
I've
That's the
driven
thing,
in
it's
whiteouts
terrible.
before in Chicago and haven't seen any accident. I saw someone stuck in the snow once in Chicago. One time, someone got
it's
stuck
bad
in the
here.
snow.
When
Like
it
a
snows,
shit ton
when
in
it's
Chicago? I remember.
yeah,
It
they have
snows
like
a little
lake
bit.
effect and all
Yeah.
sorts of.
Well, the other side of the lake gets hammered more, but it's like precipitation that comes from the lake.
Ah.
But it's usually the other side of Michigan, Lake Michigan, that gets hit. It's like northern Indiana that gets just reamed.
Yeah, they get a lot of snow there.
You should have saw me when I was in New York. Countless cars and ditches.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it's pretty bad. People
New
don't
York
know
is
how to drive.
horrible. New York it's like the proving grounds. If you actually can drive there,
Ugh.
you can drive anywhere. It's the same thing
What?
with Puerto Rico.
Here's a little test.
I'll pass.
For
Yeah. I'll
snow
never drive in
drivers.
Syracuse in the winter.
What do you do when you're coming to a stoplight and you put on your brakes and you just slide?
What I do, I floor it, jump off the car and run. And whoever gets hit,
What about
I
you,
laugh.
Seamus?
I've never been in that situation before. I mean, usually like I go slow enough so that I don't really have to hit my brakes. I just kind of roll to a stop.
That's smart to do.
Smart driving.
Spoon. You don't really pump the brakes. Yep, that's what you do. Pumping the
Never
brakes.
driven in the snow.
Like people don't know how to drive. They slam on the brakes.
Oh,
locks
that'll-
up the wheels and they spin.
That'll screw you over.
Like Monica was from Arizona.
I
She
never
had
have
no
that,
idea how to drive.
I never had that problem. I
That's the
floor
first
I
thing.
floor the car and I jump off and it just works.
Yeah, it's
And then go collect your car afterwards.
No, I don't. I just get a new one. I steal.
call your insurance company.
No,
like,
I say, I'm like, hey.
No amount of four-wheel drive can save your brakes from locking up. And
Nope.
even if your car has like the ABS and stuff, when you're locked up on snow and ice, you're gonna keep on going. So you have to pump the brake. Just go bump, bump,
Yeah,
bump,
you just gotta
bump,
think of
bump.
pump up the volume, pump up the
Exactly.
First,
Like-
the
like
first time
the
I ever drive in
tech
snow, I'm
mode.
gonna have a problem.
so it's like you stop and go a little bit.
Yeah,
eventually.
instead of locking up the brakes and just sliding.
It's good cardio for you.
That's some tips for everyone. You won't find yourself in the ditch very much.
Hopefully not, unless you
Thanks for
drive.
the tips, because I haven't driven in the snow.
My brakes.
Oh God! I should have listened to this creature talk earlier. Oh, I could avoid that traffic.
Unless you drive on some terrible road like Quincy.
Hey,
Where's Quincy again?
Right there.
It was by the Walmart.
yeah. He's just
The Costco.
brainstorming. Is he thinking?
Yeah,
or
okay, yeah, I
pooping?
know where that. I don't know why.
It was a little bit further
Yeah,
past
yeah.
that. It's by the stupid prairie
I know
dogs.
exactly where it is now. I was just having
Yeah,
a hard time.
the prairie
thinking of
dogs.
it. It's the.
Oh yeah, the
like-
prairie dog. There was one dancing.
There was one dead in the road the other day.
Oh no!
It was ran over.
When their population limit kind of gets a little
How
high,
did we
you start
go-
seeing them all over the place.
No, how did we go from dancing to a dead one?
How do we go from Comic-Con to driving in snow to dead prairie dogs? Like these
Oh,
transitions
because
we make are
because
just.
we were looking for a place for Comic-Con. They were actually holding.
And yeah, that went to Wyoming. That went
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
You're welcome.
It was a connection.
Good job, Z. Good job.
Natural
Steve.
transitions are the best.
This
Yeah,
guy.
it's easy.
This guy.
I'm the natural conversation starter.
But hey, yeah, pump your brakes, people.
That's
Doesn't
not-
matter if you have four-wheel drive or ABS. You're gonna get screwed if you hold on the brakes.
And good luck getting Comic-Con tickets. I didn't even really want to go this year. Like I went last year and it was kind of like it wasn't a bad convention. It was just too crowded.
It's too crowded. I like the area. I really like. San
Kucha likes to
Diego.
be in crowded places because he gets to touch people without them noticing it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, sorry, oh, sorry, oh,
sorry.
I don't
sorry.
know.
Oops, sorry.
Kucha doesn't do the side. He actually touches faces, and they're like, "My bad." He just is like this.
I'm gonna get a cane and like sunglasses and be like, I'm blind.
I touch Kucha's face.
How do you feel?
Ew!
Ew. Yeah, it was alright to go out there. The area's nice, but it was just like too crowded. We stood out in line for like 6 hours trying to get in that panel. We were like the
It was
second
more than
line.
6 hours.
It was like it was like 6, 7,
No,
8
it's like
hours, something like
10
that.
hours.
All right.
Wasn't it? We got up there like.
Oh,
I
6
tried
o'clock in
to-
the morning.
10 hours for a panel? You really
It was
should
a
have
really
taken
good
2 hours.
panel.
Yeah, what was it?
It was like
No, it was like all the best panels, like The Hobbit, Iron Man.
yeah, Quentin
Pacific Rim,
Tarantino was in there talking about Django Unchained, I think.
Walking Dead, I think, had
Yep.
one right there.
All right,
it was
that-
like
no, that
everything
makes
good.
sense.
It was a really good
day,
panel.
and there was just a massive line. We got to just a few hundred people back. It would have been,
There was one line next to us that was gonna go in, and then us, and they're like, "All right, full, sorry."
Yep, it's
I was like, "Fuck!" We just waited for like. I got sunburned. I was really
oh,
upset.
really?
Fried. Yeah, we were all fried. Even though it was, if I remember correctly, wasn't it just overcast? But
It was overcast in the morning, and then
yeah, and then-
it was stupid because we got to the front. There was like a tent, shade, and then there was a space, and then another tent. We were in the space with no tent,
Yeah, we ended
getting
up
burnt up.
right in
I was
the-
like, "Are you fucking?" And then, like as time progressed, more people would push into the tent, but it got so crowded we had nowhere to go, so we were
still
sitting there.
just sitting right there in the.
I was like, "Oh my
sun.
God."
It was terrible.
I love that.
Anyway, didn't we already talk about this on Preach Talk?
Probably like a year ago.
what?
Like
So what?
there,
next
we
topic.
have new
So
listeners.
it's like really crowded. I never been there.
It's really crowded. Like everywhere you go
Even
in there is
crowded
just
than
like shoulder to
PAX,
shoulder.
all the packages I've been.
Oh,
to.
yeah,
It's
so
much-
like probably nothing compared.
No,
to
it's
that.
so much more crowded.
Yeah,
than
it's-
You
PAX.
can move at PAX.
Oh yeah, you
They're
can
talking
walk.
about,
You can
like,
think actually in packs.
There were
I'm like,
some
I'm-
places at PAX where you couldn't move, but
Well, yeah, that's
Like think
Occasionally.
about that, like any kind of bottleneck, and just apply it to the entire convention area.
It's
That's
terrible.
what it's like. It's
like
just
like the 3 hours waiting for to play The Last of Us. It's
Yeah.
probably double that. It's probably like 8 hours to just wait for something,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it
passes.
was.
or like
they-
a panel or whatever.
Wow, I would have just puked my.
it's nice.
Yeah,
It's
it's
high
like-
profile, but it's just too
They
crowded.
closed the line for The Last of Us.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, this place closes in like an hour. This is already a 2-hour wait.
This place closes in
We're just
7
gonna,
hours,
cut it
so
off here. Sorry. I was like, wow.
yeah.
I didn't want to play anyway.
Yeah, it's I like the area, and I kind of like some of like the Hobbit stuff that's there in different movie things. But I mean, if I don't have to go, then I guess that's.
See, like, the Dexter
Oh well.
town and stuff like that.
We are.
Seriously, on Dexter.
Good luck getting in there.
Yeah.
Was it crowded?
All the panels are super crowded.
They're all like high-profile panels.
Like all the biggest panels are in the main like panel area, and if you get in there, you don't have to leave the entire day.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
Hall
they
H
have
or whatever.
they have food, bathrooms, everything right in that
Really?
area. But as long as you don't leave, you still have your spot in there. Which is why, like, we waited for so long and we didn't get in because people just kept on staying.
Because you could
for
stay
this
in there for
panel.
like, you know, the entire day, like 9 or 10 a.m. to night, just
Holy
panel
shit.
after panel.
Better believe people did too, because that was like a full list of awesome panels.
Just unbelievable how fast
I don't
they
know.
sell
I
out.
just not
Yep.
into that
Yeah, I know.
thing. I just that doesn't really strike my.
You would have
My
seen Tony
interest.
Stark.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah, he was there. They were talking about Iron Man 3, I think.
Fuck. All right, now I'm.
Exactly.
Now he's
I was
not.
like really
Now I'm
excited
upset.
this morning because it's like, welcome to the waiting room. I'm like, yes. Nope.
I think myself and maybe Z got in last year, or James. It was two
No,
of
I
us that
didn't-
got
I didn't
in.
do it.
No,
So
it
I'm a-
was
Wasn't it
me,
Dan?
you, and Dan.
Well, one of
I think James was about the only one that had to like get his badge a different way.
yeah, he was like
He
industry
had,
or something
an
like that.
industry one or something like
But
that.
yeah, it was like me and someone else. We got in early enough that we actually got tickets.
Because they had that waiting thing, the waiting room.
Yeah, yeah. I was
he
like
was
number
like
6,000.
6,000.
I
How
got-
long did you have to wait?
It wasn't that long actually. It was like maybe 15 minutes,
Yeah.
10 minutes, something like that.
It was, yeah, it was
Wow,
pretty
you got
ridiculous.
shitted on so
Yeah, I
hard,
did.
soon.
That was like the secondary selling though. That
Oh,
was
the second one. All right.
that was the, like the resale or whatever. Like
Yeah, I think we all got completely
There's another
shafted
resale.
for the first one.
no, we woke up like 10 minutes late, and when I got in, I was at like place 40,000. So I was like, "There's no way."
I was at
Yeah.
36 this morning, exactly at 9. So
We'll see. Our focus is for that time is we're looking at going to RTX. and
Yeah, I'd rather go to
seeing a
RTX and
panel
then not
up
have to
there.
do a quick turnaround and go
a
to
panel. Our first panel.
Are we really gonna have our first panel?
Yes.
after getting
It's gonna be
denied by
awkward.
PAX so many
Annoying.
times.
Ha! Why? We're just a couple of guys trying to entertain
Trying to
people.
find our way,
Yeah,
you know?
Trying to find a way.
Trying to find our way, hustling, trying to make.
What if someone had a panel and they just sat there and stared at the audience the whole time?
People would probably
People would
leave.
walk
No,
out.
there's actually something that I think it was I think I seen it in a show or whatever, that people go to see this dude just stare at them and it's just
I am
like,
transferring my wisdom to you.
no joke. People just go like sit in this like tent, and this dude, he looks like Fabio or something like that. He's just like, all right, everybody stay quiet, and the dude just comes in, walks in front of everybody, and just stares at them like this.
Like a mind link sort of thing.
I don't know, but it's just
creepy.
everybody thinks that after they stare at this person, they gain like
inner peace or something
inner
like
peace or
that.
something stupid like that. Which
You can convince a lot of people of anything, to be honest.
If
Like that's
you-
where cults
I'll
come
do
from.
that if I feel like I'm in an Iron Man suit right after.
I would do that too.
Yeah,
And the
try to
guy
fly,
looked like
jump off the
Fabio.
bridge
You know
and
what?
fall.
I would stare at Fabio. I would
He's
be
a pretty
like,
good looking guy.
yeah.
Fabio.
He what? Didn't he do I Can't Believe It's Not Butter
Yep.
commercials?
Yeah,
He did.
He made me
was-
believe
he
that
was
it-
cutting into. He did for a joke. Old Spice brought him on.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
remember.
Like the kind of fakeish.
I remember
Isaiah
that. That was like
Mustafa
a versus kind of deal. Where
Yeah,
him and the
yeah.
other
People
one-
got so mad about
Yeah, I
that too.
remember
Like
that.
he was like they were pretty much joking bringing him in, or maybe they weren't,
No,
and they just kind of
no,
played
it was,
off of it.
It was
But-
like a battle. He was like making it seem like he's like, oh, the other one is a stupid blah blah blah. And just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because
it
he's
was
the
legit.
new guy. It's
Yeah.
like I'm the lustful one here that all the
People get mad about anything.
80-year-olds look
Dude.
at.
People get mad over everything.
Anyway, next topic, Sly. What are your impressions of Colorado? After being here
Colorado.
for like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
I don't even know how long I've been here. I really have
since the
I really
5th, was it?
It was like the third or fourth, something like
yeah,
Yeah,
that.
something,
so
something
probably
around like
about-
that.
Yeah, just about a week and a half.
Yeah. So far I love it. It's way. There's more to see than Pennsylvania, and on top of that, I love seeing snow, and the fact that it has snowed a few times, but it's not shitty. Cause like I heard this, I remember back with somebody. Oh, Colorado, 300 days of sun. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? 300 days. Of
300. They get like 360 days of sun a year, and what that means is the sun could be out for 10 seconds and it would count. Like
Oh.
it can be cloudy the entire day. It comes out for 10 seconds right before it goes down. That counts as a day of sunlight.
That's kind of
Seems like a cop out.
That's like using Game Shark.
Yeah, it's like I beat the game.
No,
Game
it's
Shark.
like a really weird. I don't even know why they.
Well,
go
it's
by
a good
that,
selling point because
Yeah,
anybody,
yeah.
hey, you want to come to Colorado? 360 days of sunniness.
I'd actually be the one person that said no.
I
I
know.
don't like sun.
I don't like sun.
I like it. I like it when it rains.
I like variety.
Well, it's pretty nice because like you get snow and then you think, oh, it's gonna be really shitty, and then I wake up the other day, I'm like, holy shit, where did the snow go? And it's sunny as shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna fly a kite.
Usually disappears after about a day or so.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
very
amazing.
rarely do we really have.
Last year.
massive
No,
snow.
no,
Like,
no. I remember
like
that
that
one day. Kuch was like, "Hey, it's gonna snow a little bit," and this was at the first creature house. It was like, "Oh, it's only gonna snow a little bit."
This year has been more accurate
No.
to what my
Bullshit.
guess was.
Bullshit. That day was the day.
It was
that
like a
I
foot and a half
completely
of snow.
stopped trusting Kucha for whatever. Anytime that he says something, I'm like, 50% of that, if not more, it's not gonna happen.
So we have a mild winter, and then everyone gets out here and it's like, oh, it doesn't slow that much here. It just bombards everything it has in the beginning of February, like 2 feet of snow, and then a month later there's another 2 feet of snow.
Yep.
Like all in the same.
Yeah,
it's
I
terrible.
like the weather, but the one thing that bothers me crazy, everybody's so fucking nice. Everybody, it's so freaking. I am
The
actually
Canada of the U.S.
everybody in PA, you would find an asshole every now and then. See, but here in Colorado, everybody's so bubbly or happy, or even if they're depressed, I can't see it because they're depressed with a smile. So I'm like, what the fuck? I am actually looking for people to fight and argue because I miss it.
So you're that
You wanna
guy.
go on Colfax.
The Canada.
Oh,
United
God.
States.
I miss it. It's just like
I looked at a place near
I
there.
like it. I like
It was right near that Detroit factory. Like I could see it. If I walked out of the house, I could see it.
What, that Detroit factory?
Yep,
What's
that Detroit
Yeah!
factory. It was like literally half a block away, like right near it.
Look at that.
But I like
It's a nice house.
It's a nice change of pace. I really think that I'm gonna make Colorado my home, and I'm gonna.
It's a great
nice.
place to sell for a living situation because it has a very mild, like, seasonal, like you experience all the seasons. They're mild for the most part. It does get hot here, it does get cold here, but not to the extremes as like Arizona or like northern Minnesota or something like
Yeah, there was
that.
only one time that it really rivaled Chicago. There was a couple days where it was like 0 to 5
Yeah, there was
degrees.
like
That
a
was
week
pretty.
when it was down near 0 degrees, but that's about as bad as it gets.
That was pretty cold.
And then you got the mountains.
That
It's
I
fairly
heard.
cheap to
I
live
heard
out
something.
here.
I heard that there's a curse with the mountains. The moment you move here, it's really hard for people to get out because I guess something with magnets or magnets pitch or whatever. I don't know. It's just they call it the curse of the mountains.
It's a magnetic pull that keeps you in Colorado.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, there you go. See?
But I'm not made of
What?
metal, so I'll just
I
fucking
don't know,
walk
it's just
out.
they say, and that's just a bullshit thing, but it's just because the scenery is so nice and whatever. It's
Yeah,
just
you
people
can't-
find it really
You-
hard to leave.
I love my
I
weather.
mean, mountains are nice, but it doesn't rain here, and I like rain.
Well, I'll just put a
So I'll be-
fucking sprinkler in your window.
That's not the same.
You guys
It's
will
still
love
gonna
my
be
weather.
sunny
It
out.
makes- It makes the
And I'll be
news
like,
whenever-
it's raining! Seamus, it's raining! It could work.
Not the
I'll
same.
throw water balloons at your door.
That's not the same.
What?
Then I just hear like, doof.
it's raining
it's,
outside.
it's sly raining today. Fuck.
It's raining balloons.
You're on the roof, like shaking sheet metal.
Thunder!
Get a light.
It's like flashes of light on.
You're in California.
We
If
go
it slightly
from
rains,
rain
it'll
to
make the
making
news.
his apartment look haunted.
What'd he say?
What's he?
It'll if it just rains slightly here in California, it'll make the news.
Really?
So,
Wow.
We'll love my weather.
Breaking news at 5.
Sacramento.
It's like, oh, it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. Oh,
There's a
look at
cloud
it.
that looks like it might rain today.
Oh, it's raining
Today.
We're keeping an eye on it.
Spoon, your hair is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
It changes every time I look at him. It's
He
different.
looks like the singer from Hawthorne
Where's the
Heights right
blue?
now. Saying
God.
goodbye when it's time to see my show.
Anyway, a very monumentous occasion happened this past week.
Oh god.
This is okay. So you'd think with moving into a house we would have hit this, but the creatures. Now I'm not talking for individually because I know the guys did this already because they had their own rooms and stuff. But the creatures bought some furniture.
Is this hey guys, this is what we're really scraping at the bottom of the pot with topics.
Shut up! We bought some furniture. We had not bought one piece of furniture except I think we bought like a fold-out table for the other house. I think that's this one right here. which doesn't count. But we got
This isn't even
couch.
furniture. This is like
just a
Yeah, this is like the only furniture we bought, and then office chairs, I guess. But as far as couches, anything else, we finally got something.
they have like a TV
It
stand.
looks
and-
awesome, and it's nice and
I just really
homey.
noticed that.
What?
The dresser shit.
It's not a dresser.
TV
It's
stand.
a TV stand. You butt
There's
fuck.
drawers. I call it a fucking dresser. You can put clothes in there.
Yeah,
You
we put
could.
markers.
You could also put a TV on top of a dresser.
Yeah.
Does that make the dresser a TV stand?
Oh, it makes a fucking dresser. They shouldn't even call it a
Ladies
TV
and
stand.
gentlemen, spoon logic.
Game over, yeah!
I think this hair is getting too heavy.
Yeah, it's making your
Wait,
thoughts.
it's getting too
harder
heavy.
and harder to come out.
Yeah, I thought I just want to let everyone know about that. Once let me cross this out.
Oh, and hey guys, we needed to talk about the furniture.
Are we
that
planning to
got.
get more furniture? Like,
Probably not.
And if we
No.
are gonna get it, are we gonna talk about it in the next Creature Talk
No,
too?
because that's not special. That's
Oh,
not the first
come
time we got it. Unless
So-
this furniture has like an amazing significance.
So when
like
you
we
have
bought it
your
off a
first
celebrity
kid,
or
you're gonna
something.
talk about it. When you have your second one, you're not gonna give a shit about him.
That's not the same.
so you're comparing children to furniture
Okay,
now?
so Sly values furniture and children are the exact same.
First couch, all right.
Go.
Second couch, not so much.
You know what's good?
You can sit on
Comfy,
them.
but it's not so much.
First one was good. Second one, less of an impact.
Okay. Z, do you have any input for this?
You can sit on children
See?
for furniture.
Yeah, but then they die eventually. Like,
what
you
kind of
could- it's
fragile
so that you
Somali
could
What if it's a
sit on.
baby?
sitting?
I tried that once. They yelled for their parents, and I got in trouble.
So if you
Just at a mall or something, you go in there and sit on kids.
Yeah.
So you did.
Yeah, you know the play place. they
Yeah,
have
yeah. I
inside
was
the
just gonna
mall?
say that little
I was
place.
like, wow, the benches are full with this fucking family. Bend over, kid. I'm sitting on your back.
Bend over?
Yeah, I sat
Oh.
on his back.
So Spoon tells children to bend over in malls.
yeah,
Okay.
with my hair.
Ladies.
Oh no.
Great.
Anyway.
I just see him right now and then imagine him say, "Hey, bend over, kid." Oh my god.
I'm sitting on your back. I'm not. You guys
That's
are
Sly's
disgust-
fault.
I'm leaving.
Oh, it's not my fault.
Did you
Moving
drive?
on. I just got a pen on my
taking his
pants.
Okay.
Oh no, guys!
Don't-
Alright, another creature topic.
pen on my
Creature got
pants.
pen on his pants. What are we talking about today? Pen on his
Iron
pants.
that out.
So you broke his pen and then you penned your pants with it?
So you
Yes, I
bleed
did.
on it.
I'm gonna write a note to Dan. Sorry, I broke your pen. Enjoy the new wallpaper you have.
He's gonna be really upset when he gets back.
Fuck it. I'm not gonna. Whatever.
The neighbors can probably see that too.
Dan, just so you guys, everybody trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, Dan's gonna be a little bit pissed when he sees his wallpaper. That's it. That's it. That's it.
What did you make it of?
I put Queen Latifah in a bathing suit.
I'm not gonna be mad.
Oh,
You'll appreciate it.
He will. She looks grimy in that. Oh my god.
Ew.
Anyway, we're starting a streaming schedule. Streaming schedule.
Oh, you changed
And
your
then
hair
the
again.
hair again.
Ew.
Holy fuck.
Anyway,
It's like news anchor.
Sly and
You'll be
myself.
streaming every day at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
7 viewers. All from the UK. Kids that stayed home sick.
anyway, streaming schedule.
What
Me
is
and
this?
Sly are going to be streaming Sly and Kucher in the morning, or Wake Up with Sly
Breaking
and Kucher, whatever
news.
you want to talk. Call it 8 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time.
Jesus.
So every Tuesday.
It's
Thursday.
8 o'clock now? Oh, yeah, it was 8 o'clock.
It was 8 o'clock. And
I
then
forgot.
Spoon is going to be doing taking up the stream slots. What time did you think? 5:30.
Oh, it's random.
We wanted to do it in the afternoon so that, like most people are
Afternoons,
home.
Wednesdays, and Fridays. So our stream schedule will be consistent, and then of course we'll add anything else to that.
More consistent at least.
More.
Yeah.
More. Oh my
What?
god. We're just staring at Spoon switching his hairstyles.
Staring at my
Terrible.
hair.
It's like playing with like Play-Doh,
You all are
but not
jealous.
using it. What?
You all are jealous.
That's the
Uh,
streaming schedule. We got to
that-
figure out our next 24-hour live stream. I think me and Dan were throwing around the idea of doing it at the end of the month here. So.
Is that Chips?
Possibly.
Oh, Crysis 3.
At the end of the month,
Chips.
do it in April.
Huh?
Do it when I come. It'll probably be in April.
I can't hear Z.
Shut up, Sly.
I'll probably be coming to the house in April or something, so do it when I come.
We can do another one then.
Yeah, we can do another one in April. That's
Okay, we'll do another one then. Fine.
2 months apart. Why are you laughing so much?
Because Spoon was looking at the list of topics, and he's like, "Does that say chips?" This is Crysis 3. How do you mix up chips with Crysis?
It's upside down.
Okay,
My hair
so
is heavy.
When I look at this upside down, I see. I don't understand how in the world they got chips out of that. What do you think?
He's just
Shannon?
really hungry. Do you see chips?
Crysis 3.
Just look.
That's it.
How did you make the 3 into chips?
Maybe he's hungry.
That's what I said.
Well,
Chips
that brings
3.
us into our next topic, Crysis 3. When is it releasing again? The 19th?
The 19th of February.
It comes out if you have it on Origin like 10 p.m. Mountain Time Monday.
10 p.m.
Just
Mountain
like
Time.
Dead Space 3
Say
did.
just like Dead Space. Nice.
Cool.
Crysis.
Does it have co-op?
Isn't that like one of the? I don't know much
It
about
has a hunter
Crysis.
mode.
I don't know.
Isn't it like
What's-
one of those like more graphically advanced?
Yeah, it's like the original Crysis was kind of touted as the most graphically.
If your computer could run it, you had a good computer.
Yeah, if you had-
And then they learned how to optimize the engine, then it wasn't so.
So
Crysis
which
2
one
was
is it
better.
right now? And just before I completely detoured this topic, which game right now would you need to have to see if like your computer is the best out there?
Crysis 1.
That's
No.
it? Really?
Crysis 1.
Right now, the best benchmark game.
I still can't run that at 60 frames a second.
Because it's unoptimized.
I'm going to keep building
It's
computers.
unoptimized.
One
You're not
day
going
you'll
to
get
build a
50 frames
computer
per
that's
second.
good
60
enough.
frames.
Gee.
Okay.
I can
would
build
say-
one. I'll fucking put two 690s in that bad boy. That'll
That's
probably
not
do
gonna
it.
Touch it. It's
What do you mean it's not going to touch
Not
it?
gonna touch
Why
it.
the fuck would they make that
Can
game?
you run 690s SLI?
Why can't you? Well, then why couldn't I get two 680s? That'd be better than a 690.
680s.
It would technically be called
I don't want
quad
four
SLI.
680s. I don't have a
Yeah, I
fucking.
know, because I'm just trying to see if you have to have 680s or if two
That is-
690s would run.
Hey, I don't know what's going
690
on.
Quad SLI.
Hey,
Okay,
see,
yeah,
I'm
just
not.
making
I don't
sure.
know what's
Why
going
wouldn't
on.
690s
So I'm
run
gonna say
SLI?
numbers.
I was just making sure because they're already a dual GPU.
You can have
Make it
quad.
dual or-
Double it by
You just
twice the
call-
amount. You
call-
get
It's
two.
fine.
Fuck off! Wait, I'm gonna put input 5733 GP55. I don't know what the fuck you guys. Were
Anyway,
Thanks for your-
unoptimization
Yeah!
in Crysis 1, the best benchmark you can have currently, from my
saying. Battlefield.
guess, would be Witcher 2.
Witcher.
Yeah, it was
Because
pretty.
they have
Yeah.
DX11 subsurface scattering, like a bunch of real-time effects that are extremely intensive for DX11 cards.
Then why would they make a game that runs poopy?
Huh?
Why would they make a game that runs poopy?
What
It's
do you
not
mean?
Because they're
optimized.
dumb. They're dumb.
I mean, it looks good, but it's
No, you
poopy.
don't have to run it at those. That's just like the highest settings. If you want to go to DX11, that's what it would
That-
be.
Yeah,
That's
this,
like-
this computer.
No,
talk.
I know what they're saying.
I know what they're not saying.
Obviously.
Clearly, they're just gibbering. It just sounds like this is what it
But-
feels to hear somebody talking a different language.
Does anyone have any input about Crysis 3?
Oh, no,
They had
Hunter mode.
Shut up.
haven't played it.
Shut up,
They
Spoon.
they had like I don't know, they listed a percentage saying like there's so many more percentage of pre-orders for Crysis 3, so they're thinking it's going to be a pretty big thing.
Like, compared to what?
Compared to Crysis 2.
Okay, yeah.
It was like 30 or 40% more pre-orders currently for Crysis 3.
Sorry.
And then they cancel them.
They can't.
Oh yeah, they also give you like if you just pre-order on Origin, you get the original Crysis, and then if you get like the deluxe edition, you get both of them. You get Crysis 1 and 2
yeah.
and 3.
I just remember playing the beta of Crysis 2. I don't think I ever played anything else.
Crysis 2 was alright, except there was a way like you could just put the stealth thing on where you go invisible and just walk past everything. Like you could go from, cover, invisible, like you could get, because I tried it, because people were saying, oh, thank God, someone's not just stealthing through the game, not doing anything. I was like, well, now I want to try and do it. So the very last level, I had one fight with like 2 enemies, and I just stealthed right through the game. I was like, why would they do, like, you can literally, if I can go through a game like that, that is way too easy, because I'm terrible at stealth. I'm miserable at
Oh
it.
yeah, all those stealth games that we have to play, you never do stealth anything.
We were playing Aliens the other day, and I just fucking ran past everything.
Yeah, you were. Came after me.
Yep. Because we both died, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to run, and I booked it.
Alien's pretty.
Fun to the whole game.
Like,
They're like
Yeah, they're like little T-Rexes. It was dumb.
I stink.
Look
Yep.
at their what is it called? Physiology, or however their body's designed. Is that what it's called?
It might be, I don't know.
I don't
Like
fucking
that.
know about that
How else
shit.
would they walk, huh? You
Well,
want to animate it for them?
No, they were
just
in
looks
a
funny.
sewer and it made me laugh because they're just walking like
So,
this,
that's
like
our-
holy shit.
That's
it
our
stinks so bad
Crysis
in here.
3. Crysis 3.
Hunter mode is fun.
I don't even know what that is.
What
What
is
is it?
It's kind of like the hidden.
I figured mine.
I don't know what the hidden is either. I've never played it.
It's like hide and go seek.
Oh.
Somebody's
Yeah, it's something like that, but you have a crossbow, or not a crossbow, you have a bow and arrow. And
Changing fates.
yes, you're changing fates. You're invisible and you're like running around, you're trying to just like eliminate the other team. But every time they die, they join your team, and then you're just...
Oh. So it's like an
Sounds
infected
cool.
thing, then.
Infected,
Yeah, it's kind of like
hide and
infected.
seek.
But with a bow and arrow.
With a
I'll
bow
be right
and
It's
back.
fun.
I like that.
You should play it.
I'm gonna buy it now, just
too.
because.
I already pre-ordered it. I'm part of that 30-40%.
Let's play together.
I'm going to do that.
We should.
I'm not playing it.
I didn't
Yeah, you're
actually-
doing a different game that's on the
I'm
list.
not playing it. I hate all of you.
You're doing a different game that's on the
Yeah,
list
yeah.
that we'll get to in a little bit.
Anyway, the folks over at the High Res Stadios
yes.
released Neath.
A new god. I
New god.
really didn't do a much information with. I didn't dig into her lore, but
She's Egyptian.
she's Egyptian.
That's about all I
she
know
looks
from her
Egyptian.
appearance.
She every time when you win with her in a battle, she does a caramel dancing dance or whatever.
What?
I have no idea
It's
what
some
it
weird
is.
dance that you put your like I'm animating for the guys right now.
like
You go
ding, ding, ding.
Oh, is it that Japanese
yeah, you
thing?
go,
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know about
So
that.
that's a winning thing. She is if you guys know this, Neith is god in Smite, the game. We were talking about that because Kusho didn't specify that. So yeah, they released a new god, and she is AD carry, a little bit weaker than Artemis.
Now explain to people what AD carry means.
Yeah, I don't know what that
AD
means
is,
either.
there's two different kinds of. At least this is the noob way that I know how to break things. I'm not a professional at this, but in mobile games, usually there's a lot more. But the way I break in Smite is AD or AP. AD is people that they use basic attacks, like just like shooting a gun, ba 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 ba.
Yep.
And AP will be like you see people that use abilities to make their god.
Like Anubis.
Anubis or Hades.
Why'd you point at me?
Because you
You
said
play
you
Anubis.
played Anubis a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there's two different things. There's people that do a lot of damage with their basics and their abilities are to help them destroy more. And then there's people that rely to kill other gods with their abilities, which that's AP. So
Yep.
so she's fun.
She's physical ranged because she has a bow, and funny enough, she is a fate changer. She's the weaver of fates.
Oh yeah. Oh, and a lot of people have been complaining that her ultimate is pretty much a straight up ripoff of Ashe from League of Legends. And essentially that kind of bothers me because everybody one way or another they're gonna
Everything is a
copy.
ripoff of everything.
Yeah, everybody just copies it.
This,
Just
they
take-
go into
Well, all that
years
stuff.
of discussion about, oh, this is a ripoff of this is a ripoff of this.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure all that stuff started with
It's
a
a
Warcraft
video
3
game.
mod.
Yeah.
It was Dota on Warcraft 3 because I used to play like tower defenses on there.
What happened?
It's a video game. They're copying video games.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
that
my
made a
god.
video game.
Yeah, that must be the first time that's ever happened.
Halo
But-
copy Duke Nukem 3D.
That spoon has another hairstyle.
But yeah, but she's a really fun god. She has one of the funnest ultimates ever because like you can legitly like shoot somebody from your base.
You can change someone's fate.
It looks so sick, but I wish they would add like an animation, like you could see like now this will be a legit ripoff of Ashe, but I would like to see like the arrow or something more precise because it's just like instant, and I'm running away from something. I see like a little like I guess like a spot mark or whatever.
Does something pop up on you?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you
If
target?
if you're about to get hit, you know it. You're gonna be like, all right, fuck it. But sometimes you don't even see it. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, oh, I got hit by an ultimate. Sweet. So I think they need to fix that. But all the new updates and everything in Smite have been super amazing, and I think Smite could be a game to rival League of Legends, which is pretty much
It's
one of
already
the top.
better than League of Legends.
That's
is.
debatable between a lot of people.
Well, no, it's opinion, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
as
it's
far
our
as
opinion.
like,
numbers,
There's no fact.
no, the thing is, the numbers are the ones that
None.
speak between most of the
Yeah.
times and everything. Nowadays, numbers are what speak, and League of Legends is way more popular, way more popular. But the thing is, they've been there a lot longer. So I personally
And
think
it
Smite
sucks.
is a lot more fun, but League of Legends is still up there, and the people from Hybris are doing everything right. They just need to constantly keep doing this and updating and switching it up and how they're doing it, making it fun for everybody
Yep.
out there. And also it's open beta, so anybody can play it right now. So just put Smite game on Google and you can download it. Bam! Free game for you.
I'd like to let everyone know that I'm the undefeated
Get
and
the fuck
unkillable
outta here.
in Smite.
You played one game.
Undefeated. I wasn't
One
defeated,
game.
and I wasn't killed.
And I carry you.
You didn't carry me.
I
I fucking
carried-
I got like 7 kills, like
Bullshit,
9 assists.
you're
I assisted you. You stole my. If you didn't steal 9 of my kills, how many kills would I?
Wow.
I'd have like
Oh,
17
Seamus,
kills.
I know your pain because he does nothing but steal kills.
Yep.
Oh my god, you.
Oh my god. I laned with him. He's like, oh, steal that kill, steal that kill.
Oh,
steal
good
that
job,
kill.
Seamus,
you.
you're doing great. Thanks for all the kills.
Yep.
You guys are noobs. League of Legends is where it's at.
I played. I was terrible at League of Legends.
That was such a cheap
I played that
shot.
game once before it was
Play.
popular. Hipster.
What champion do you like to play?
Teemo.
I know.
Everyone hates Teemo, but Teemo is the best. #1 bitch.
I'm all about the Blitzcrank. I played. Actually, I was in a live stream yesterday with PBAT and Mr. Spoon. He actually joined us, and we played some League of Legends
And saying Pokemon.
and sang Pokemon with a kazoo. It was amazing. It was a good
Lock
time.
version.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the new God Neves.
What?
She is in AD.
So you're just explaining that you were on a live stream.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything else to go into with that?
Oh yeah, we were just me and Spoon jumped in to help.
No, I was just saying,
what?
like, you started saying it like, oh, I was in a live stream with these guys the other
Yeah,
day, and something happened, but you just kind of went off into a live stream.
I brought up that I played Blitzcrank on this because I don't play League of Legends that much.
I was just making
that
sure.
was the end of that.
It seemed like it was going to go into something else,
No,
and you just kind
it
of
seemed like your hat is too tight.
Lost
Smite's
track.
better.
This guy flip flops way too much.
Yep.
Whatever. I just play Smite. Strictly Smite. I don't have League of Legends on my computer.
I don't have. Well, I do actually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah,
I watched
I
you
forgot.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Hey,
Denied.
But the icon of it says, instead of League of Legends, it says Flip Chalupa. So I don't feel bad.
Smite's better.
Yeah.
Smite is better. It's way better.
I play StarCraft.
Enemy missing right.
Oops. I think that's another thing they should add in League of Legends.
Nope.
Like easy voice commands. In Smite you press VF2 and you say, "Hey, somebody's missing a middle." Like a voice, or like you hear God saying, "Enemy missing middle." And then if you press VF3, it says enemy missing right.
You don't have that in League of
I don't think they
Legends?
have it on
Wow.
League. You have to type
That's
it out.
really nice for people that don't have like other people that are in there.
Yeah,
know,
if you play
VoIP
solo
or
queue,
whatever.
it's amazing. And I think I'm surprised. I think they just go MIA bottom top whatever, but they have to type it up.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, whoops. I haven't played League as much.
League of Legends sucks.
No, it doesn't. Stop
League of
talking
Legends
shit.
is the best.
I have no opinion.
I like League. I like both games.
League
but I
is
have
just a
more fun
bunch
in
of
Smite.
clicking and yelling.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Exactly. Anyway, to our next topic. Valve actually made some layoffs not too long ago.
How does
Isn't
that
that
affect
rumored?
us?
No.
Wow.
How does like?
Everything's got
It was only
How-
it
everything's
wasn't
got a
very many
sexist.
people, but it was like some bigger people rather than a ton of like smaller
Aw.
people. So they lost some people.
Like who?
I don't know. I didn't mention many names, but
People who could have potentially been working on Half-Life 3.
possibly it could have been the team behind Half-Life 3, and then they canned them, and then
We don't like it, you're fired.
canned the series too.
G-Man is not Gordon Freeman's dad. You're out.
What is this 3 number you're talking about? You're fired.
He actually is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Valve wouldn't do that. And if he did, I'm
Ew,
never
what
playing one of
a,
those
what a
games
creepy ass face.
again.
God damn.
No, I don't know. I've never even thought about that. Are there people that have like?
People are saying like a
Made
bunch
that
of shit
theory?
about
Hey,
G-Man.
soon. I never play Half-Life.
Wow.
You play League. No one
Oh.
cares about you.
That's true.
Yeah, if it's understood that if you have never played Half-Life, if you played League, then we just kind of push you off to the side
It's
and
fine.
forget about
It's
you.
fine. I was
But if
just-
you play every other game and have not played Half-Life, there's something seriously wrong with you.
A
Huh.
lot of people don't like the Half-Life story.
Really?
It's pretty interesting.
I used to watch this show in
makes
Machinima.
me
That
angry.
it was this. I think it was about
Freeman's
Gordon
Mind.
Freeman. The
Freeman's
Mind
Mind.
of Freeman or something like that.
Freeman's Mind.
Yeah,
See,
they-
just
That was
said.
Ross Scott.
Yeah,
he made that.
I love
like-
that shit. That was so much fun to watch. I was like, hey, I might want
Oh,
to play
yeah.
it.
I called my Half-Life series Z's Mind.
Cease mine.
Yeah, I
Res-
know.
In respect to that.
You thief.
Copycat.
Someone probably said he copied him.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
copied
they
him.
did.
Like it wasn't a reference or anything.
Nope.
It wasn't a
I
reference.
remember Ross Scott.
He ended up. Let's see. He was hired by Machinima,
I just don't see it anymore.
and then I've seen it a few times, and then he moved back to wherever he was from, and works on it very rarely. I don't know what he's. I think he's going to school right now.
Oh.
School rocks.
I can't remember the last time I checked up on what was going on. With
I
him,
heard
but-
Seamus is gonna stop doing videos for YouTube and go to school. Is that true? Confirm or deny?
I did the opposite of that already. Why would I do that again? I was like, fuck school. YouTube. Then if-
No, I heard that you're gonna stop doing videos.
Finish that
forever.
degree.
Screw that.
Aww.
Does anyone
What if
else
you-
smell this
I
trash?
don't smell it.
I don't smell it either.
I smell my monster.
Sorry, I'll put my arms down.
Thank you.
I smell
Go
good.
and smell that trash.
Why would I want to smell it?
So you can actually smell it, so you
You're
know.
the only one bothered by it. Go suck it
Confirm! It's in there! Smell it, Sly.
How do we know that's not like someone's
Smell
clothes
that
or
one right
something?
there.
Not that one.
Open the lid too.
Well, it's garbage. Like
Ew, but it smells worse than garbage. It smells like supreme garbage.
It's like a dead animal.
Oh my god.
maybe something did die.
now?
Dude, you have like the nostrils of a fucking god.
Yeah, what are you, a cat?
Jesus.
It's terrible.
I don't smell it.
I don't smell it
Go
either.
smell it. Go
I'm not smelling it.
Why would you do such a thing? Don't.
It's
I'm not-
trash. Why would
This
you?
is one of the benefits of Skyping in.
We need
I'm saying
smello.
that shouldn't be in the house.
I should
It
have
needs to be out in the garage.
Where the hell? Okay.
Complaining about dumb shit, Kucha.
We'll make
Alright.
a compost
So what's next?
pile.
What we got? Where are you going?
I don't know what that is.
that
I
Dayquil?
saw on.
Dayquil.
Go for it.
I'm done. Thanks for watching Creature Talk. Ew. Oh man.
Is that Dayquil? What the?
Anyway,
Dayquil is actually really good.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It
I
tastes
saw
terrible.
That there was.
Are you kidding me? The pills.
There was.
There was a what?
The people that are behind Blacklight
Mm-hmm.
are making Daylight.
I don't know about
They got
that.
really creative with that title.
I don't think there's any relation either. if
Black
I'm
light,
not
daylight.
mistaken.
Nightlight.
Next
Yeah,
time,
no.
not so bright, but still light.
Night bright.
Starlight.
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 Anyway, it is actually, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first games that is being built in the Unreal Engine 4.
That's the only reason you put that fucking title.
It is. It actually
You're
is.
such
the
a
only
fucking
reason.
loser.
But it seems pretty cool because they're utilizing like a lot of the stuff in Engine that makes it so so cool looking. But it's some kind of horror game or something. Or
Another
Daylight's a
another
horror game?
amnesia. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I might play that then.
It's like you walk around and use the light of your cell phone. So.
Oh, great.
It's with.
And you get to
It's
text
with the-
people and tweet out your status and Facebook and
Really?
No,
No.
he's
Why
bullshitting
not?
hard.
I don't want to play it now. I thought Dayquil would be a good game.
Dayquil.
Codename Dayquil. Pew. But yeah, Unreal Engine
It looks
4.
really nice.
And I think it was written by Jessica Chobot.
And
What?
Yeah, it was.
What?
Are you
A lot of
kidding
pe-
me?
A lot of people are kind of like sketchy about that, which is.
I wonder why.
But
See what
I know
happens.
Jared was working on it. I forget
From
his
Subway?
last- no, not that.
Good.
I forget his last name, but he works for Machinima. I remember I see him in what was it, PAX? What was the second one? West?
I saw him at the Dice.
Prime?
I didn't know who
Prime,
he was,
yeah,
but I
was
remember
Pax
seeing
Prime.
him. I
And
think
we hung
Syndicate
out.
said hi to him.
He's mad chill. We went out to and get some drinks with him, and he was so chill. Like he's one of those cool ass dudes with a long ass beard. Like,
Oh, maybe I know who that is then.
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I might have hung out with them
He's
at
a
Prime
chill-ass
with
dude.
Joel and Hundar.
Mhm. The crew.
I think he yelled at me because I had a backpack on.
Well, he yells at people with beards are allowed to do anything.
I was like, I just came from the I didn't. Where was this supposed to go?
The longer the beard, the more yelling you're able to do.
Man, ZZ Top must be yelling
Oh,
at
Yeah,
like.
they, well, hey.
What?
They're not that old, are they? They're not like senile.
I'm 50 years old.
What? What? So what's next? What we
Yeah, the
got?
life
What?
of a rock star
What?
kind of adds to the aging quite a bit.
Die
Have
Hard.
you seen Ozzy Osbourne?
Die Hard Marathon.
Die
Have you
Hard.
seen
Die Hard?
the other guy, Alice Cooper?
Yeah. What about him?
I'm just saying it adds to the aging.
Yeah, what were you gonna
Well, he
cross?
still wears makeup and shit. So
Huh?
what's the problem?
Let him do what he wants.
Alice.
I'm proud of Alice though.
Yeah?
He probably would be dead right now, like a lot of his bandmates, if he didn't stop,
Abusing.
abusing.
Yeah, that's the life of
That's
a
probably
rock-
yeah.
That's a problem with a lot of musicians. The moment they hit it, they just like kind of like, all right, this is a lifestyle I need to do. I'm like, no, dude, you don't need to be doing this kind of shit. This is
Part of the job description.
No, but I need to do it because it's what.
No, it's in my contract.
It's not what Rockstar's supposed to do, and that's why half of them die so quick.
Yep.
under the age of 30 or whatever.
I'm surprised.
Because a lot of them are really talented. Too.
I'm surprised Flea hasn't died from Red Hot Chili Peppers. You can look at that dude and just tell he's done everything. You can look at him and be like, that dude's done everything.
Yeah.
There's
Essentially, if you lick him, you get high.
probably.
That's like a frog.
How do you think he got those funky bass lines from doing all that shit?
Anyway,
I think one of their bandmates died though,
Really? Which one?
like a while ago. What?
this
What?
isn't Rockstar.
So?
So what? We go off topics all the fucking time.
We're talking about driving through Wyoming earlier.
Yeah, and see some fucking two shitty ass speakers. What's
But
your problem?
Wyoming's.
Hi.
Terrible.
Hi.
I can't remember if it was one of their bandmates that died or not. I think one of their original guitarists might have died. I can't remember. That might have been a different band though.
Yeah, I might have to look into
Xenai.
that.
But they all like locked themselves in someone's house or apartment and just like quit
Dude,
cold turkey.
I bet Red Hot Chili Peppers mad drugs.
Yeah, they
Drug
did.
City.
Look at Flea. Like you just look at him and be like, "There's not a thing
No,
he
no,
hasn't done."
Seriously, like you can even stare for him for like half a mile. I'm like, oh, that guy drugs.
Yep.
I could. Kutra, I could probably smell right now him.
Yep.
Drug. Smell.
Part of it.
They do
Yeah.
they do a concert in Denver. He's like, "Flea's here."
Please here. And
Just
it smells
Seriously,
like
I get
drugs.
high off of just smelling this thing. My nose is so good. He's done everything.
Did Axe make like a cocaine deodorant or what? What the hell's going on, Flea?
With more cocaine for you guys that are addicted to us. So what's next?
Anyway,
Nothing.
I am the only one that's going to be able to say anything about this. I went to the
Really?
Die Hard Marathon.
You're
by
real
myself.
fucking cool.
And,
By himself
Yep.
with Dan and I in the video that we did. Yes.
anyway,
We sat in the car while he
You
watched
guys
the
have
movies.
seen Die Hard. The creatures movie trip to a good day to get not good day
Oh, yeah.
to get guy hard.
Bruce Willis kills everyone. The series.
But yeah, so I had never seen any of the Die Hards.
Mother
at
Russia.
all. None of the Die Hards at all, and so that was the first time seeing all of them.
How do you like them? Cause
I liked them.
Really?
Yeah, I liked them.
That's
All of them?
I liked all of it. Like it was the first time through all of them, so I liked.
I mean,
all
even the new
The
one.
new one, like I'm talking about the older ones.
Okay.
All the older ones were good. The fourth one.
How
was
many
like
times did he say yippee ki
He only says it like once per movie.
once
That's
per
good.
movie? Yeah.
Good. That's
I think
what
he
like.
might have said it twice in one of the movies. but-
yeah. It's not overused.
He
Just-
said yippee ki and then we're like we're gonna use that again. Yippee-ki-yay. And that's it.
Yep.
He just whispered.
Yeah, it was like first off, it was kind of like just an off like line that he says to the.
Did he have
young
like
guy.
blonde hair in the first one?
No, it's dark. It's like brown.
What movie I'm thinking of him being?
He didn't have blonde hair in any of them.
Did he have like I remember I picture him in a white beater and blonde hair like dyed blonde spiky hair. I don't know where did I'm gonna look for that. I know.
All
it's
right.
Either,
Maybe it does exist,
either-
but
either it's Bruce, I
That
think
was
it was
the
in
deleted
Fifth
scene of
Element or
Die
something
Hard.
like that last-
It-
something
I don't know.
like that. Something weird.
maybe.
It was a really weird movie. And he was in it, and there was a chick with like that. She was like an element or something like that.
Orange hair,
Yeah.
the Fifth Element.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't he have like
Yes.
really weird hair and like a wife beater or whatever
I
it's
believe
called?
so.
Yeah, see, fuck.
I
you,
didn't.
Kutra.
And
I was
Chris
about to say.
Tucker.
No, you're fine.
I was like, I
didn't.
Anyway, yeah, I liked them. I'd never seen them before, and I thought they were pretty cool.
I've never seen them.
Fifth
How-
one was absolutely.
How would you score them?
Yeah, go ahead.
I had said in like.
From 1 to 5 Whoopi Goldbergs, 5 being the best.
So the first one was 5 Whoopi Goldbergs.
5 Whoopies.
Second one would have been 4.
4 Whoopies. All right.
Third one would have been 5.
Whoa, comeback.
Fourth one would have been 3.
3 Whoopies? Why?
the
Why?
fifth-
Explain that one.
It was just new, and they didn't really stick to the same.
Wasn't
It was
there-
more similar to the old formula than the fifth one
yeah,
was.
yeah. Well, it was.
Wasn't there more?
But
Wasn't there enough explosions for you in that movie? That's why you
sure,
give it.
it goes a little extreme.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, it gets a
kinda
little outrageous.
It starts off with like the with that guy. What's his name? The Mac guy. I'm a Mac
Oh,
PC.
Justin something, I think.
Yeah, it has him in there, and it's kind of like.
I like him though.
Yeah, it's weird.
I like his sense of humor.
Yeah, because it's almost similar to yours.
Yeah, it's sarcasm.
Hey
so.
guys, I'm a Mac.
Yeah,
I'm
it
a
would have been
Mac.
Seamus could have been cast in that role, and I
Yeah.
would have liked the movie better. But
Oh, but that's
but yeah, but that one would have been 3 just because it was. No,
Meh.
it was just kind of a reboot, so reboots aren't.
And
usually
then
the
what?
best. And the 5th one was a 1.
a 1 whoopee
Maybe
out of
even a
5.
half of a whoopee.
Half of a whoopee? Oh, that's just think of half of a whoopee. That's
Why is it
bloody.
so
Cut a whoopee in half. There you go.
It's
Oh
just-
my God, whoopee
There's
Goldberg's
all
cutting half.
sorts of things wrong with
Yeah, there's
What?
Welcome to Moscow.
That was actually
Oh.
kind of funny.
No,
Though it went
that
on a
was
little bit too
funny.
long.
Yeah.
It was still pretty funny.
That's all I remember from the trailer.
So wait, how long you guys just had to stay in that theater? Because
From
like
noon till midnight.
so you stayed 12 hours.
So
in a
yeah, it
movie
was about
theater.
12 hours.
Holy fucking shit!
I couldn't do that.
I wouldn't be able. I would be sleeping half through it.
It's fun. It's an experience.
I'm gonna give my
It's an
scores
experience.
on the movie.
Okay, go ahead.
Except I'm going on a 10 scale because
Alright.
I don't like to work with 5s.
But you don't like
Yeah,
fives?
fives.
We're working with 10 whoopies now.
We're working with 10.
All right.
So the first one I give 9.
9 whoopies.
It was pretty good. Second one I would give an 8. It was
Why an
alright.
8?
Well, originally the movie, according to Dan, was supposed to be like something else, but then they're like, well, we'll just turn it into a Die Hard movie. So it was like, it was kind of the thing where I told Jordan in Mass Effect, where Shepard's like, this is gonna happen. They're like, no, we don't have evidence. And then like he goes and does whatever, and then it happens. And it's like, okay, something else is gonna happen. They're like,
Told you so.
yeah, and then something else happens. They're like, no, that can't happen. And then he does it again, and he's like, look, it happened again. They're like, oh yeah, you were right. Oh, this other thing's gonna happen. No, it's not. You don't have. Like they keep going. Like they never trust him. Like that's what happens in the second one. He's like, there's terrorists. This is gonna happen. Blah blah blah. Evil guy. They're like, nah, there's no evidence of that. So
you're crazy fucking up.
it was just it's sitting in an airport. It was kind of
Okay,
but
so
I mean it was still good.
But it's still 8.
It was still good. It was still 8. Third one we get a 9 again.
A
So-
9 whoopies. How does one go from doing bad to good? That doesn't really happen a lot.
I don't know. Well, it had Samuel L. Jackson in it, which
Oh,
was
okay, that's
hilarious. So
Yeah, it was
Maze Windu.
Is he old in
Maze
that
Windu.
one?
not really. I mean, he's kind of losing his hair,
I keep
but
seeing a GIF. of
Wait,
him.
Samuel Jackson still has hair?
well, in that movie, it was the mid
These are all
'90s.
the first 3 are all in like the 80s and 90s.
I think I like bald Samuel L. Jackson better than hair and afro, whatever he had.
I don't know. There's like this picture that I keep seeing of him in like a wife beater and old hair where he's like just staring.
No, I don't think that was it.
Is like a fro kind of thing.
He had really short hair.
It's like he's balding and then there's like fro on the sides.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be more.
I don't think that was it.
I don't
Was
know
that
what
for?
movie that
Didn't
is.
he? Wasn't he in
But
that?
What was
movie,
it? Pulp
Django
Fiction
Unchained
or
whatever?
what's the one he's in with? No,
With-
what's he in with John Travolta?
It was that one. The one you just said, Pulp Fiction, right?
That's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. The one with
Is that the one he has the hair? What what's
I
the
don't
hair in
know.
that one?
It's the one that both of them are wearing the suits and they're like doing
Yeah.
some crazy like. What was that? Isn't that where that big one quote comes like, "Say it one more time, I dare you to say"? Is that the one that comes from?
English? Do you speak?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
That one.
Is that it from that movie?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Kucha. Your hair's still red.
All right.
And fading.
Yeah. How long you been wearing that?
Yeah. Anyway.
What the hell?
So we got a 989,
989.
and then the fourth one I would give a 7.5. I liked it. It was a little bit over the top, but I still liked it. It was still pretty
Wait,
close
it was
to the.
over the top, like it had way.
Well, he takes a Harrier down at one point by himself. Like he fucking crashes a Harrier by himself.
Jumping on it.
Well, it like got hit by some debris, but he still caused the Harrier to crash.
Yeah.
Like there were some outrageous things that happened in that movie, but I still liked it.
But you watching a movie, so you know that it's fake.
Yeah, but some things are just kind of like
Some things go a little far as
Yeah.
far.
like one dude taking a Harrier down with no weapons. Like
He did it with no weapon.
there were no. It wasn't like
What,
a rocket launcher.
Did he
Like
throw a pebble at it or whatever?
there was like a piece of a truck that might
He was
have.
driving a truck, and the truck gets ripped in half by the Harrier's like 50 cal burst.
Yep.
And then something happens. where
Something
the bridge
fell into the
falls,
engine.
And then something falls from the bridge and goes in the engine, and it starts spinning. He jumps on the Harrier, and it's like spinning out of control. I can't remember what happens. I think he jumps off.
He jumps off of onto like the
onto
part of the
onto,
highway.
like a sliding ledge,
Yeah.
and it crashes behind him, and the explosion. It was over the top.
It was still good though.
So that kind of things you actually frown upon? Because I.
But
I
it's
would-
like
I
if
would
you've seen
enjoy
the
that.
first 3
Yeah,
Die
compared to
Hards.
the first Die Hards that are more realistic.
Oh,
in, like,
okay,
their
okay, okay,
portrayal
okay.
of
Then I get
action
it. Then I get
events.
it. Then I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, if you've seen the first 3, you'd see like that
Just a
one.
random movie. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it
would
wouldn't be
like-
that much.
Yeah,
of a
if it was
big
like-
deal.
But I mean, on a Die Hard scale, it would get a 7.5.
Alright, that's
On a regular movie scale, it might have gotten like an 8.5 or 9.
fifth one.
Fifth one, I'd give that at maximum a 5.
5 whoopies out of 10.
5 out of 10.
That's,
At maximum a 5.
that's
I haven't seen
that's
him.
I would also give the previews to that
Oh,
movie
yeah,
a
that
1
was
out of 10.
terrible.
The previews
There's
were
the
terrible.
Sandra Bullock movie that was just like so.
How the
bad.
mighty have fallen.
Oh,
I used to like her.
man.
There was like 4 movies that just upset me before that movie even started.
21 and over, is that the other one?
I don't know what it was about. Some kid hitting like his 21st birthday, and it's like
Oh,
that
isn't he like
his name is like Chang or something
yeah,
like that.
Isn't he
Josh
Asian or
Chang,
something?
yeah.
Like he's like, yo, get 2 police cops comes like, yo, get down. He starts doing the
Yep.
boogie. Or
Like, well,
robot.
technically, he did what you said, sir.
He's
It's
drilling
like
down. I'm like, that's a.
That's stupid.
there's
I would've-
that.
I would've
It's like
laughed
Did
at
they
that
have the
joke.
Twilight, the host? Was that in there?
What?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So it was that movie. It was the Sandra Bullock movie. Scream, or not Scream.
Yeah,
Scary Movie 5.
With,
Really? They're
what?
still
With what's his name?
It was fucking Lindsay Lohan.
And,
I'm not upset about Charlie
Sheen.
Sheen. I was like, how does she still get work? Who is giving her work? Like, why?
Did you not
Why?
get good or bad publicity? It's still good publicity.
Why do you get millions of dollars for
Exactly,
being a fucking cracked out person? Like, why? Charlie Sheen too, but whatever. At least he's funny. Like, he's still got that going for him. But she's just like,
He's funny?
I think he's funny.
I haven't
He's
watched
crazy funny. Like,
Okay,
he's
okay,
crazy
that kind of
funny.
funny. Not like, oh, knock knock, was there a good joke? Funny.
And that's what he's portrayed as. That is kind of.
I was like, how does she get work still? Like,
Cause did she look any decent? Or she still looked.
she looked
coked up?
okay, but
Did
she
still
didn't
look
look.
Well,
coked
no,
up?
of course she's gonna look okay
Yeah,
in
they-
the movie though. They're gonna make up her to death. And
Yeah,
then-
no, but you know, before she was doing super coke or whatever, and she looked like a twig.
I was legitimately upset with that. That was like the final straw seeing her in that movie.
I think
was like,
I think it wasn't the last preview the Sandra Bullock one.
Yep, that
You're
just.
like, I wonder if this is gonna be any good. And then
I saw her. I'm like, yeah, Sandra Bullock. I kind of like her. And
You
then it
gotta
was
shout
like,
out Sandra-
yeah, I like her.
All right, that's a new ship
Oh,
right
it
there.
was-
I ship it.
She was really pretty. She still is pretty.
Seamus and Sandra Bullock's.
I like her.
Bullock.
I can't-
That one. Is that like?
It was like she's a
Bad
cop.
Girls or something like
Oh,
that.
she's in another cop movie that she. Oh, okay.
She's like a cop or
with
detective,
the-
and like
the
this.
other big Melissa chick.
I
Yeah,
don't know what her name
and that
is.
looked really annoying.
She has a
but-
Boston accent.
But that Die Hard movie had issues. There was
Why?
like they were trying to do like a Bourne thing where they kept talking to like CIA or something. It was really weird that it never. That was like a Bourne thing to do where they keep calling into like central
Langley.
headquarters or something like that. And then I mean that was kind of weird for the
Didn't
series.
we talk about this? And didn't not in a creature talk, but it wasn't when we talking about this before. And that I asked you if they were just pretty much like trying to pass a torch to like.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Like in the beginning of the movie, they focus a lot on his kid, who's like his partner, and
How old is this kid again?
probably in his like
20s.
late 20s, early
And
30s now.
Is he a big character in any of the other Die Hard?
No, he was in the first Die Hard, and that's it.
Like as a tiny little kid.
What the fuck?
That was they brought him. They're like, oh, who else can we have? Like his kid, his son. We had his daughter in the fourth one. She's not, gonna be killing people. She's just there.
She's in the fifth one too.
She's in the fifth one
At the
too.
very beginning.
She's at the end too. And then
Yeah,
like they're
well-
like, we've never done anything with his son. Let's put him in the CIA and do whatever. But like Bruce is just following him around for the first 45 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going
He
on?
keeps
Like
yelling his name, Jack,
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 and he
Jack.
makes this "I'm on vacation" joke at least like 5 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
it would have been funny if it would have been, like 2 times, 3 times, but because he's supposed to be on vacation, like he does. Bruce,
sorry.
John, the main character from Die Hard, so. Like, he's supposed to be, he's not supposed to be there to do anything. And then he keeps, like, anytime trouble comes up, he's like, I'm on vacation! And he yells at him, like,
every
every
several
time.
times when something happens, he's like, I'm on vacation.
They did a lot of weird, like, zooming in and out thing that Dan hates, which kind of annoyed me.
They increase the amount of when they're doing conversations, just normal face-to-face conversations.
zoom
they
in.
shake the camera, like they'll just kind of go like this. They'll be shaking the camera.
Like,
then
you
they'll
start to
zoom
notice
in
it
and
after a
out,
while.
and it's really annoying to look at whenever you're watching a movie.
Because, like, say, if I'm talking to you, think if I'm doing, like, this. Like,
Ew, so you have the chicken neck?
yeah, like, I'm just doing this.
So
So you,
you're,
like,
so you're a sassy black lady.
I guess, like, all the time.
Oh,
Like,
hey, yo.
That's what
constantly.
we should call that, the sassy black lady camera.
Sassy black lady cam. There you go.
You know?
Just put that in the upper right-hand corner
Yeah,
during
like-
videos and be like,
And then the C-snap, 1, 2, 3.
But then, like,
banking.
there was a
Royal
scene.
speakers.
There was a scene too that we were watching. Dan had started to walk down, but like
Oh.
there's an action scene and they're like breaching this area to get in, and they have this shot of them breaching, but it's like, you know how 3D looks without 3D glasses? Like it's kind
Yeah,
of like
blurry.
that's what it looked like. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like,
There's 1 2 or 3 second shot of it was pretty much
It
like
made
a
no
guy and then several ghosting features.
it made no
Make
sense.
it
Like you're not looking
it
through
was
anything
weird.
blurry. It was like it was supposed to be 3D or something, but it was like 3 ghost images. And I was like, what was that? I was like, what happened there?
It's like they didn't even.
It was
You
really
could have
weird.
your
The
3D
ending.
Glasses.
What happened? See?
You had your 3D glasses, it probably would have looked cool.
Yeah.
That movie wasn't even done in 3D though, was it?
No,
No.
no, it wasn't.
Really?
And if it was, we definitely weren't watching the 3D version
They,
because
they screwed up something there. They were trying to get some kind of effect, maybe looking through a jaggedy window, but it was terrible. It did not.
the bad guy was a cop out, kind of. It was like, here's a bad guy, and then it was like, no, here's the real bad guy. He's badder than the other bad guy.
and more eccentric.
And more
at the same
eccentric.
time,
Like,
but
he
you didn't know
absorbed
that
his
yet.
his powers.
Shansu him?
I guess.
So the initial bad guy, they tried to make him eccentric. Like,
is that the new thing? Like,
yeah, it was like kind of like a Joker, Javier Bardem.
But those are good.
Yeah,
those are really good.
But they're trying to do that.
What is the bad guy from Far Cry 3? The one that not
Boss?
the, yeah, it's the same. Isn't he like that
He's
guy?
really good.
Like
that's the kind of bad guy that you can like.
Yeah.
This bad guy is is like.
Oh, they're like Handsome Jack.
Yep.
This guy was dancing around and tap dancing in front of him, doing weird stuff. And then just blown away, like just randomly.
They're like, whatever.
Like, oh,
I'm the real bad guy. Hey.
Just what the fuck?
Real bad guy.
So there was that, and then
it's
the ending.
Oh man, it was so cheesy.
I was like,
it at least better than the Taken 2.
I don't know, was it?
Because that
I kind of like Taken 2 better.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
I kind of like Taken 2 better.
I'll give you if you don't want to know what I won't even describe what the ending like is happening, but it pretty much ends on they're walking and it's just freeze frames and then it fades out.
Yep.
Like
so they're like laughing
and freeze frame fade out.
And Bruce is barely in the picture, like when it freezes. Like he's in the back, like
somebody and just
so
stop.
my question is, do you think they're just pretty much prepping?
I still got some more to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I still got some more to talk about with this one. Usually I'm not this nitpicky with anything.
Yeah, no.
But if I can notice all of this stuff, then something's wrong. Because usually with games, you know, like Aliens, like it's getting crapped on. I'm like, it's kind of fun. Like it's not great, it's not amazing, but it's all right. Like I would buy it. Like if you know, this wasn't what I was doing and I didn't want to record it.
You didn't really see much of the Aliens franchise, did you?
I've seen the movies before. Not anytime recently.
Yeah, but you're not like someone.
No, I'm not super into it. So maybe if I was super into it, then I wouldn't like it as much.
I'm guessing that's where most of the flack is coming from.
But like even Taken 2, like I thought it was okay. Like it wasn't as good as the first one.
It was pretty much a copy paste of the first one, but
yeah.
I don't
know. It was just Taken 2 was just kind of short. Just the way it ended was like.
Well, a lot of
it was so short because it was so good.
About, did any of you guys seen Hansel and Gretel?
No.
A lot of people. I love that movie, but a lot of people said it was super short. I'm like, well, yeah, but it was fun. Like I don't mind a fun short movie. It's really it has a really good twist, and I like it. But let's go back to where you were gonna say that you're gonna nitpick the shit out of this movie. Go ahead.
Like if I can see all this stuff, like usually I'm not one who's looking for stuff. Like Dan is a movie buff; he kind of looks for this stuff. Like he's really into that. He can point out mistakes and stuff and stuff that was wrong with the plot. But I usually can't do that. I'm just there to watch it. Yeah. But like they made him kind of seem like the main character. Like they're gonna pass the torch off, which I don't know how that would go because the series is from '88. Like, and they've done 5. Like Bruce has been doing it for 25 years. It's been 5 movies, but he's still been like the face of that, and he wants to do at least one more. So.
Wait, he actually confirmed that he wants to do the one.
Yeah, he wanted to do 2 more.
2 more
after the 4th one, and the 5th one was one of them. So he wants to do another one. He's in his 50s, or
is he still in any good shape?
Oh, he's in great shape for his age. He is pretty stacked.
Like Tony Stark's status, like Robert Downey Jr. Like he is old as shit, but he looks good. It's the same.
Bruce is bigger than him. Like he's
more stocky.
He's more stocky. He's more muscular.
More buff.
Well, he has to for the kind of like things that he has to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, the ending was poopy, except it was better than Bourne. That Bourne movie. That Bourne movie was terrible too.
I don't know. I think that the ending for Taken 2 was kind of shitty.
Have you seen that new Bourne movie?
I don't watch any of the Bourne movies.
You don't.
Have you seen it?
No.
It was the first 3 Bourne movies I liked, but
I only kept the third ones because of Matt Damon.
Yeah, I like Matt Damon.
It was the original character, and then when they announced the new one with another fucking.
It was Jeremy Renner. I like Jeremy Renner. I
mean,
I was like, okay, this could still be good.
The movie was so.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. Then the ending just made it even worse.
And it's funny because eventually they go to fucking Chernobyl. You know what Chernobyl is? They go there. Like every main bad guy, like even the minor ones, all have radiation suits on, and they're like trying to get rid of the radiation. These fucking guys, Bruce and his son, just walk in like with cut off sleeves and shit. Like they don't care about radiation.
You know what? Because their skin and their.
They didn't get.
They can punch radiation in the face.
Yeah, apparently, I wouldn't. If I was radiation, I would avoid Bruce Willis. Like the play.
Oh no, it's Willis, right?
Yeah, they got there with seemingly no problem.
They didn't care.
They ended up in a pool that would have been laced with radiation.
Yeah, you play Call of Duty 4, right? You know, Vacant. It might not be. No, it's not Vacant. It's a Block.
Block, yeah.
The 2 apartment buildings.
Yeah. Pool in
that pool is in the movie.
And the guy says, "Does this look familiar?"
Oh, yeah.
He actually says that. I was like, I want to hear him say like, "Oh, it's from Modern Warfare" or something like that.
Which way? Are you saying Modern Warfare the first one?
Yeah.
The first Call of Duty.
There's like 2 apartment complexes.
It's like a green, grayish map with a bunch of.
Usually snipers will go up on the stairs and just sort of sit there.
Fuck, I'm thinking of this. But isn't that the one with the tower inside?
It has that statue in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
That's block. And there's a pool. Like there's a place in the map where no one really goes. There's a pool house.
Oh.
Yeah,
Some-
it's like in the
Oh, I
back.
remember that. Yeah, I remember.
They
yeah.
fall in
Yeah,
that.
that's when people usually camp behind like a crate or something
Yep.
next to the pool. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, sweet.
So that pool is filled with water. They don't really explain why it's filled with water until later. But they fall in this pool of water. I'm like, they've got to be dead. Like they've fallen in irradiated water. There's no way. And then they get out and they're like, oh, it was rainwater. I was like, how the fuck would rainwater fill up an entire pool but nothing else?
Are we gonna be, like exposed to radiation? Are we gonna grow another arm or something like that? He's like, no, that's pool water. I mean, not pool water, rainwater.
Yeah.
How does rainwater get in when they were the first ones to go through this window that they fell through?
It was like
There was nothing. Like there was a roof
Well,
of windows above that.
there's a part of the movie that you guys didn't see because you blinked.
Apparently.
The second that you guys blink, it's just,
It just rained.
water from all the jungles in the world in one location. Fuck it.
It was just like so many random issues that popped up that I would see. We were joking like the next movie is going to be them beating cancer because they're walking around in Chernobyl, no like hazard suits, nothing. They
Can you
fall in
explain-
water.
Can you explain to maybe because like I know what it is, but to anybody listening to us, can you explain what Chernobyl and whatnot? Because like
It's a place where there's a radiation meltdown at a.
It was in the 80s, I
plant.
believe.
Yeah, it was back in the 70s or 80s. I can't remember the date, but it pretty much is a massive meltdown. And everyone got evacuated, and tons of people got radiation sickness, cancer. That tons of people died from it. They just covered the whole thing over with cement.
Yeah,
as far
they
as I
made a
remember.
concrete like casket over, like it's
Yeah.
just concrete, and every like decade or so they go back and just reconcrete it.
Really?
They don't know
The place
what's
is
going on
laced
under
with
it.
radiation
They have
because
no idea what's
no
going
one
on
lives
with
there,
that.
And it's just like in Call of Duty.
Oh, there's people that
50,000
live there.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
There are people that still live there. Like they
Inside
won't,
there,
not inside, but they live in the area. Like
they live close by. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
holy shit.
but like they had issues with that because it was like a manual shut off. Like most American nuclear reactors will have an automatic shut off, or something happens, it shuts off itself. They had a manual one, which means if there was a problem, you had to go in and manually do something. They sent people in.
Oh, let's go into the.
They sent people in, no hazard suits, nothing. Like they really sent people in. They came out 6 hours later. They're dead, radiation poisoning, gone,
Wow.
dead.
Well,
There was like a helicopter
Well,
crash there. Like,
so now it even makes more sense to be even pissed at Die Hard and having it just fucking.
well, they weren't going inside the reactor itself. Like,
But
but the area is still it's still contaminated.
areas that are probably.
And then they go in like this vault of uranium. Like,
What?
wouldn't that have a bunch of radiation too? Like, I don't know about uranium, but I would assume that it might be irradiated.
I think they said something about.
Well, they were
how
trying to
it's
like vacuum it out with
Yeah,
that
they
stupid.
came in with some kind of like
Yeah, it was
cleaner, and they vacuumed all the radiation out of the room. So.
Oh, you can vacuum radiation.
I get.
I don't know.
It was
some
I
kind of
did not
chemical
know
process.
that.
it was like a device. Like it could
don't
be
know.
believable that.
No,
So
yeah,
they
I'm
took
sure
a shot
it's-
back and cleaned the
Like-
radiation.
There's like.
All right, radiation free. You can come in. Let's play
Okay,
the
that's
Xbox.
It's like
enough.
those miniature vacuums.
I just
the handheld.
I just had to vent about that movie. I had very high hopes going in.
Dude, it's the same thing with I can
was
understand
upset.
where Seamus comes from because it's the same way that he is about Die Hard. I was with, and I said it plenty of times with Avatar: The Last Airbender, the movie. It pissed me off. It's the same thing, and I'm not gonna go into details. But I watched
That was a
the
pretty
whole
bad movie.
cartoon show. I watched the whole show over 3 times or 4 times, and it's a shit ton of episodes. And then M. Night Shyamalan
And Night Shyamalan.
makes a fucking movie and shits on it.
That was like me watching that Dragon Ball movie. I was
Oh,
just upset.
God.
I was.
That movie was good. Goku looked exactly like Goku.
Well, I mean, like they can't really make if they're gonna do live action. It's hard to replicate everything. But
It's hard. It's hard to make an anime movie. Just stop doing it.
Yeah, it's.
It's like making video game
I was
movies.
upset.
There
They
was.
did put him in the high school.
What? He was never in high school. He didn't go to school.
He's a freaking alien that came
If it was
down
about-
to Earth. He was
if it-
naked and he was
Dragon Ball's
raised by his
underneath the
grandpa.
stage.
If it was about Gohan, I could believe that because he really did go to high school in the series.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, and they
It
kinda
wasn't.
skipped over that.
It was Goku because fucking his grandpa was still alive in that movie.
Anyway, one other side note before we move on. There was a white Dwayne Rock.
Oh yeah, there's
in the movie.
Yep,
One of
it
the
looked just
henchmen
like The
was
Rock.
Just the Rock, but he was white.
He shows up out of nowhere at this
Russian-
last
a
part.
Russian Dwayne
It's just
Johnson.
big stacked like white looking rock guy, and he just appears out of nowhere like he was never
He's
even.
like he seems like he's a no. He like took the place of the other guy. He like
Yeah.
appears to be the
He, like,
the head of.
He
like,
walks. He walks out of his building, no shirt on. Dude's stacked all to hell, and he looks like The
He
Rock.
shows
Like,
him walking around giving orders and stuff. He's all these Russian gangster tattoos.
he didn't last very long. He was done.
He bit the dust pretty quick, but hey.
Whatever, they tried.
When movies get that far into sequels, I'm not surprised that it's starting to go that downhill.
How many movies have that many sequels? Can you guys name one right off the top of your head?
Scary Movie 5.
A lot of horror.
That's not even. They don't even try for that.
A lot of horror movies do that, like
Whenever there's
Jason or Friday the 13th. Saw.
Scream.
I'm trying to think of an actual like
An actual
something
movie-
other than horror that would do that. Something that would keep like the same actor over and over again.
Bond does that a little bit.
Bond.
James Bond has been for forever.
Yeah, but that's
They
like
change
recycle
actors and stuff, so-
actors
But you know what? That is one of the
Cycle.
series that I'm okay with.
Thing, pretty much.
But I
every
like
movie.
it. It's one of the series that I actually don't mind. They change the main.
Yeah, it's
because like they
not bad.
pick good ass people. They do it.
That's
They're
just
good
the way
movies.
It's been, yeah.
You guys can't mention one, right?
Bourne's had 4 now.
Yeah, technically, Bourne's at 4.
Not the same. Well,
Yeah, it's the same
Technically,
thing as James Bond.
It wasn't the same direct. Like I'm trying to think of. I mean, Die Hard didn't, of course.
Yeah, they didn't have the same directors either.
But the same main actor, so you think it'd have the same premise
I
or
can't.
same quality.
Star Wars.
Star
There
Wars.
you go.
Yeah,
I feel dirty
Yeah,
saying
I
this.
mean,
like it was
apparently everyone's like
Harry
oh,
Potter?
those ones are
Convention.
great.
has
Harry
to-
Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah, that was more of a book though. So that was already written out and.
That's
kinda
true, but
set up.
then it's the same thing with Twilight. Then so Twilight's in the same category.
Twilight
Then
sucks,
yeah.
Twilight.
I never watched a single one. Have any?
I've
I
seen
was
one.
forced to.
Everybody,
I was forced
every dude says that. That's bullshit. You probably wanted to. Watch
I wasn't for like
No,
I didn't
was
have a gun
hanging
to my
out with
head.
like some girl, and she's like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie?" I'm like, "I don't care."
That's
And then
that's
she puts a
forcing,
fucking
all
Twilight.
right.
That
That's
is-
forcing.
You just put Twilight.
You have every right to walk out of that room, sir.
I didn't.
I went. I went. This is when
I
I
guess I was forced.
Semi first met Monica. I went with her.
And that's how you knew
And-
that he wanted to marry her.
I didn't have a gun to my head. I went. It's not like
Dedicated.
I enjoyed
That's
it or
that's
anything. But
that's real. That's
I thought it
hubby.
was a really good movie.
can you
5
please get out of this house right now?
It's like,
I'm still trying to think of a
Sounds
movie
pretty
that's
good.
had that many sequels because there's not like many conventional. Like Star Wars isn't like
What is the
conventional.
what is the
though.
big numbers? Is it past?
What about Rocky?
Rocky.
Yeah, Rambo.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
What about
Rocky 3?
Does Toy
I
Story
mean, not
count?
Rocky. Rambo.
I don't think so.
Toy Story.
That was only 3 though.
What is the
Toy
what is
Story
the
3 is all
cutoff?
John
Where's the
Lasseter.
cutoff?
3 is the cutoff, seemingly. Like every movie stops at 3 and is okay.
Halo
Like
4.
that's
Because sequels typically make less and less money each one that gets made.
Bourne
So-
is
Bullshit.
3. Like the main Bourne series is 3. Star Wars had 2 3s. They had the first 3, and then the older
the-
3, and then the newer 3.
How many
That's
Rockies
6,
were made?
but
Like 5 or
I
6?
think there's
Shit ton of
6, and then the new one.
Hmm.
And then
Expendables is
Rambo-
getting up there now.
Oh, yeah, I noticed
man.
Expendables is going up to 3.
That better not go to 3.
Terminator's up to like 4, but they stopped using Arnold after like
Arnold.
2, right? I think he was
3,
only
I
in
think.
2.
It's hard to find a series
I think
that
so.
goes that high and retains
Still,
any kind
yeah.
of quality.
Well, you know what? It's
There almost always has to be some way of breaking it. Like it's either done a lot later, or it's done by someone completely different that's picked it
The
up.
Bond movies are the only ones that have
the what?
really maintained it.
Yeah, they've kept going.
Well, like they switch out actors and stuff, so it doesn't get stale. I
Yeah,
guess.
I
So
like that.
even though a lot of people don't like the new Bond,
You know what?
I like
I
him.
think he's one of the best
No, he
Bonds.
is one of the best.
I like him.
My favorite Bond
I like
was
Brosnan.
my favorite Bond was the one from GoldenEye. I still like him.
A lot of people didn't like him though.
I like him because he just.
I like the movies, but
I
he's
like
was
him.
kind
I
of
grew with him.
crappy actor.
Your hat is bleh.
Anyway, new Metal Gear.
Ah!
That's mostly Sly.
Sorry, new Metal Gear.
All right,
As I spelled it.
so a lot of people are really upset because first of all, where the fuck is Solid Snake? I am completely aware of that, but I like this little twist they're making it. It's more like an action. It's not really based on stuff.
It's like a spin-off kind of thing, and I've seen people in comments on other videos getting pissed off about it. I'm like, but it's not supposed to be like a main entry into the Metal Gear series. It's like a spin-off.
No, they're trying to give more of a story to what happened to Metal Gear 4, I believe, where like Raiden just comes in and wrecks house, and this is gonna be based on not Solid Snake but Raiden. I think that's how you say it. I used to call him Raiden or whatever. And he is a fucking ninja, and what you do, you slash shit, and that's it. It's
Steel Jaw.
Yeah, it's I don't know, but finally we get to know what the fuck happened to him, because in Metal Gear 2, Raiden, you get to play with him naked. Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's doing like cartwheels and stuff.
He does cartwheels.
He's like holding his crotch and he's doing cartwheels.
If you guys don't know what happened in Metal Gear 2, you start. It was kind of like a big letdown for a lot of fans of Metal Gear, because everybody loves Solid Snake. Solid Snake is pretty much the bong diggity of all handsome main actors of video games.
I don't like him.
Well, you're a fucking loser. But in Metal Gear 2, you start doing this mission in this like, I guess, boat or whatever, and then you get captured. I forget. I need to retouch my memory with that. But then you no longer play as Snake. In the second one, you start doing missions as Raiden, and then you keep going, and it's a big clusterfuck of stories.
I've heard a lot of people didn't like the second one as much as the first and third one.
It was sketchy. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was a big mind fuck. But I like the boss battles. I like the whole story. I'm a diehard fan of Metal Gear. Just I haven't really retouched the series as much.
I think I've only beaten one.
What?
Like one, I can't remember. I think it might have been 3.
Which one? Snake Eater?
Was there one on PS2?
Yeah.
This was years and years ago when I was still in high school.
Yeah, it was, I think, what's the second one? I forget.
It had like a subtitle to it. I can't.
Substance?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was weird.
I think it was a couple different words.
It's fucking weird.
Sons of Liberty?
Yeah, I beat that one.
That's the second one.
Okay, well then maybe I did beat the
That's
second one.
the second one.
I like the second one.
Yeah, and a lot of people are talking shit about it because you don't play as wait, is that? Yeah. Second one is the one that you play as Raiden. And a lot of people are talking shit because they didn't like the idea of Raiden, and now they're bringing him back to give you more of a backstory of what happened to him after he jumped off, because, and this is a big spoiler, by the way, but and in the end, yeah, I think it's Snake that jumps off. Snake jumps off to find the most stupidest thing. I think Snake jumps off after a big fucking robot, and it's just some bullshit thing. I forget. I need to do my homework again. I completely forget about this because it's been so long.
Some Metal Gear fan you are.
Hey, at least I play all of them, so fuck you.
What does that even mean?
It matters. It's just been that long. I played this when I was a little kid, but at the end of the day, this new Metal Gear is based off to pretty much fill up the void of what happened in Metal Gear 4, I believe, where Raiden comes in and he comes in with this fucking suit that pretty much looks a lot like the first ninja robot that you see in the first Metal Gear. His name is Gray Fox, and I'm just pumped. And there's also DLC that you can actually play as Gray Fox, which makes my nipples erect. So I just can't wait. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have fun. That's gonna be it. And I'm actually gonna be doing all Metal Gears that started from the PlayStation, because I know Metal Gear actually went from the Nintendo, and I didn't like that.
It was on the Nintendo way back when.
I played it. I'm like,
it's flipped a couple times to different consoles and stuff.
I hated that, but yeah, no, I'm really excited, and you know, I know that a lot of people are gonna be upset because it's not the stealth kind of game that Metal Gear is pretty much thrown in, but oh well. I am excited for it because I played Ninja Gaiden not too long ago, the newest one, and it sucked. So I would like to play a nice
You sucked
game.
or it sucked?
The game sucked.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty bad.
You had like 3 moves and then a dragon move, and that was it.
I played like 20 minutes and I was like, nope. I quit.
It was easy. It was dumb.
It was a nope.avi.
Nope.avi. But yeah, I'm excited for that. So it comes out this Sunday. No,
Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Monday night.
Every game except Nintendo release on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
releases on Sunday.
I don't like
It's
how
so
it
annoying
happens.
because it's not good for Amazon.
No, the reason is because in Japan they don't do it because they don't want it to interfere with work and school, so they release it on Sunday, which doesn't really translate to the States.
Why they release it here on Sunday too, because
it's like what Turtle was saying, right? The Japanese overlords.
Oh yeah.
He's saying they get to choose, when it's released, and
Do whatever
they
want.
release it on Sunday, which is like, okay, well, I order most of my stuff online. Like I get it shipped to me, and it's like, well,
I can't get it today because it's Sunday.
That's
get my lazy ass up and go to the store.
It was annoying getting the Wii U because you couldn't even get it on Amazon.
Yep, I had to get mine through GameStop.
I got mine through Walmart.
I just went to Walmart the day.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed about
at
that.
midnight.
I pre-ordered mine like months in advance because I was like, if it's anything like the Wii, they're gonna be sold out. It's nothing like the Wii. Like,
I know.
it's.
Wait, yeah, what happened? This was supposed to be like the biggest new thing, and it's like it's not even half the same commotion that I heard for the
The
Wii.
problem is that the Wii did something new. It was like a gimmick. It drew in a different crowd. It didn't draw in.
They don't get it.
Gamers
Gamers just want to be lazy with the controller. We want to sit on our asses and play games.
Yeah, it didn't draw in us. It drew in,
everyone else.
adults, older people, younger kids that weren't really into games. People who wanted to do fitness stuff with like Wii Fit. It drew in all of that, and then
but the biggest market's us.
Yeah, after a while, all
those big market.
All those people kind of moved out and started doing mobile games, browser games, Facebook stuff like that. So they released the Wii U, and not a lot of stuff's coming out for it.
Yeah,
the audience on the original Wii has already moved on to different stuff, so they didn't capitalize on us who played a lot of games, hardcore games, and they couldn't capitalize on the audience that they used to have.
I wish they would have done with that. I wish they would release a big and I know they released a big Mario title, but I wish they would have released more like something like Mario Galaxy or.
They will eventually.
But yeah,
they'll probably do
what
something
happened
like
was that when they released Nintendo 64, Mario 64 was out, and that was one of the
Why
biggest
couldn't
sellers.
they make one of those for this?
Yeah, for the.
They will. They just. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know if they tried to release it too far ahead of everyone and didn't have enough
They
stuff
always
ready.
do that. It was like the 3DS. They released that thing way too early.
Yep.
There were no games for it.
Did they plan on making a Zelda for this?
Probably, but it's
There's actually, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, correct me, but I think they're gonna make a remake of Majora's Mask.
no. They want to do Wind Waker.
Wind Waker?
Yeah,
Wind
I heard
Waker.
What is this trailer that I've been seeing where that there's like high detail like Majora's Mask?
Maybe it is Majora's Mask too, but I heard Wind Waker.
Is
Is there gonna be a 3DS one for Majora's Mask?
Huh?
Is there gonna be a 3DS Majora's Mask?
I don't know. I'm not.
I actually like Majora's Mask. A lot of people didn't like
it.
it.
I never played it, and I.
Well, the problem with that game is it came out after Ocarina of Time, which everyone's like, "Oh, it's the best game ever, Ocarina of Time," and then like they had to follow up with something, and because it wasn't as good as the previous one, people were like, "Oh, it's not good." I liked it.
I heard a lot of actually.
I find that game is just not straightforward.
It's
I need a guide for like everything.
yeah,
I
it's
feel like.
kind of
Well, it
odd.
was the same thing for Legend of Zelda. When I first played it, I actually played with a guy when I was a little kid because I didn't know what the fuck I needed to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sad thing, like Ubisoft just announced like originally a Rayman game was supposed to come out. It was the sequel to Origins, maybe I can't remember, but it was supposed to come out for the Wii U this month, and it was supposed to be exclusive. And then they announced like, okay, we're delaying it until September, and it's coming out for everything now. So it seems like people are kind of jumping off of that. Plus, the figures I looked at, I think the Wii U is pushing like 57,000 units a month, whereas the Xbox 360 pushed like 250,000, 150,000. So they're not even pushing.
How old is that console? Not 10 years.
No, it's up there, but they're not even pushing as many units as consoles that have been out for.
Xbox is 7 years old. Wow.
That shit is old as fuck.
They just don't have. They have the system, but they don't have games.
You know what? How I feel.
Sounds like the PlayStation Vita.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never liked that.
Not
For the whole fucking year, they only came out with 11 games for it. I'm like, I'm
Yep.
selling this. I don't want it.
It's
But you know
you
what
have
it feels to me, and I'm sorry to cut you off. The one thing that I feel is like now finally Nintendo kind of got to the level that Xbox and PS3 is.
but it's like
That's how
7
I-
years too
yeah,
late.
Yeah, 7 years
They
too
came out with something that's equivalent or a little bit better than a PS3 or an Xbox, but the new PS4 or whatever it's going to be called, the new
Yeah.
Xbox is going to come out later this year or next year,
they're gonna
and
destroy
that's
shit.
going to be gone. Like it's just going to blow the Wii U out of the water again by the time Nintendo catches up
They
again.
really- and I don't even know if their main titles. Like I know they're trying to bring Pac-Man, and I don't know if they. You know what? I know, and I bet C's gonna support me in this one. If you want to see a big fucking sale in games or in that, make a hardcore Pokemon Snap. For that.
Yes, for the Wii
Oh
U.
my god, that was so
why is
like
that not
that-
like thought of with the gamepad?
That thing
because you can
looks
move
like
and
a
everything.
fucking
I can't remember what they said about that, but they had a reason why they didn't
just-
do that.
Just imagine this. You're moving around and you're just like almost like in a 3D world and you're just moving around your camera.
That would sell like hotcakes. I would buy 2 copies just so I can cuddle with one of them.
The problem with the Wii is that they're trying to sell it on like first-party titles from Nintendo, like Mario, Zelda, stuff like that.
Well, not.
I heard of her.
They don't have those games yet. It's not selling, and they don't have big third-party titles to push. Like
They're backing it, yeah.
I heard about like a new Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, they announced that too. There's gonna be one.
Of course, they need to have a new Super Smash Brothers because that's what's gonna keep the game up, like the whole console afloat. Those kind of.
But is that gonna be a system seller? Are people gonna buy it?
They need a. Like what you guys said, they need another Super Mario 64.
They need a new Super Mario. They need to make a Pokemon Snap. Oh my god.
You need a Super Mario. You need a new Zelda. You need a Super Smash Brothers.
Super Mario
Stuff
Brothers
that
U
originally
was
sold Nintendo.
I didn't like it that much, to be honest. It just seemed like it's a copy paste of the other fucking games.
You didn't like Super Mario Brothers U?
I didn't like it as much. It was just and then
there's only so much you can do with that, though.
Not a lot you can do with that.
It's just. I liked it.
It's
probably the same thing.
It's alright, but I feel like think about all the Marios. Like the first Super Mario, alright, cool, 8-bit, cool. Then the second one, for me at least, was I think it was the Japan one that you could have like the.
Yeah, that was the actual version. That came out on the Nintendo as well.
Yeah, so it's already the difference. And again, obviously it's way like the technology there was a lot more room to improve and whatnot. So it's understandable, but all the games have been like taking like amazing changes, like from Super Mario 64 to Mario Galaxy. What the fuck? That's an amazing like twist. And then you see all these Super Marios that are coming up. I'm like, yeah, this is the same thing I played in the Wii. Yeah, it's the same fucking shit.
There's really not much you can do with that. So it's either you continue to make little improvements and changes, or you just don't sell it at all. And they'd rather make the little improvements and changes. Because I'll buy it. Like, I mean, it's still going to be similar to what I've played for the past 20 some odd years, but
and I understand that, but they should. I feel like it was really short. It's like they didn't have. They could have added more like power ups
for New Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah,
the challenges extended stuff quite a bit.
What part? I just played the playthrough. If
there was like like the regular 8 worlds or whatever, and then there was a couple different challenge categories which were. All right, it wasn't.
Is that something you think a lot of casual players will do?
I didn't even want to play that. Like, I only played it because people kept requesting, like, "Oh, you should do these challenges. We'd like to see you do." So I did them. I mean, I got stuck at the end because I couldn't fucking beat something. I was like, "Forget it. I'm just getting pissed off." Like, I got pretty much all the way to the end and then kind of stopped. But like, I tried my best. But it still added some replayability. It wasn't something that I would normally do myself.
It's one of those games that you can play with your friends if you're bored and whatnot. But like. And I even try to play it by myself. I'm like, all right, this is cool and everything, but it just got so like.
What companies can do, and when they're in a position like this, is the amount of work they have to put into it compared to the amount of return they're going to get onto it is like worth a lot more than just not making the game. Like, I mean, they could stop making Super Mario, the side scroller classic, and I'm sure people wouldn't be that upset about it. But the fact that they make a new one every single time, new consoles released or new platforms available, they get that crowd that saw the original one and just wants to play it.
Yep.
Who knows how much they barely change anything in it, but it's still gonna sell.
Oh, of course.
Like it's gonna sell. They'll make their money back within an hour or less.
It probably doesn't require nearly as much work as Super Mario Galaxy would.
It just pisses me off from Mario the first one, then the second one where you can play as like Luigi, Mario, Peach, and Toad.
Well, you could play as Luigi in the first one. I'm pretty sure there just wasn't a difference when they made the second one.
The third one was fucking sick with the little power up that you can fly forever, and you could be the little the little froggy, or even that one.
You can be in the boot.
Yeah, the boot. That was the best part.
You can steal the boot from the Goomba.
You can just fucking ride on flowers.
That's pretty great.
Flowers. I will stomp on you. You guys won't do shit about it.
Yep.
Like, where's that kind of creativity? Where is it going? It's like it feels very copy pasting, and it's little subtle things.
You see what I'm doing with my hands here?
Well, when you've done something
that signifies money.
When you've done something for 30 years, like. There's only so much you can do to improve on that. Like, they've obviously taken the game elsewhere with Super Mario 64, Galaxy, stuff like that. The one on the 3DS, I can't.
I like that one. I like that one. That one was. If they would have made something like that for the Wii U, I would have loved it because it's still.
There'll probably be one that pops up, eventually.
It was good. It was good. It's just like for this, the Wii U needed more of a push, and I feel like it wasn't that great with the new. Fucking Scribblenauts.
But it's already been out on like 3DS and PC. Like a lot of the games they've had haven't been, you know, new. If they've been on something before.
That Zombie U one?
Yep. A lot of people quit that because it was like too hard or bad. I actually beat it.
Yeah.
How was it?
It grew on me a little bit towards the end because people were like quitting and I was dying a little bit. Like it was challenging. It was kind of cheap in a way because you could get one hit killed. Like
really?
You could get lunged and grabbed and eaten and you'd just be dead. And the problem was if you die twice, like if you let's say you die, you spawn back at base, you try to get your stuff because you can go back and get your stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you die again trying to get your stuff just vanishes and goes throughout the world. You got to find it all again. So that's pretty. That never happened to me, but that's pretty shitty. But
what? I have that game, but I showed it to Spoon and it's still
the game. It's
I
very.
played it E3 and I haven't gotten to it.
It's very stiff. It's clunky. It doesn't.
That when I played it, it was just.
Well,
super
everybody was
fast.
talking it out.
I did like what they did with the gamepad. Like when you
dude.
go out to a door and then you have to actually type in the
Yeah.
numbers and
Yeah,
stuff. I mean that's
that's
cool.
The idea was good. The execution could have
The
been a lot
thing is,
better.
like, they have a good console. They have a good idea. I don't even mind the controller. That fucking iPad, whatever you want to call it. I like all that.
Yeah, I like it.
I like how it feels when you play and everything. It's really like.
It's actually pretty cool.
I like playing Black Ops 2 on it. Like it's just the controller.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You can play
set
just
the
Black Ops 2,
screen
you don't have to have your
onto the
TV
thing
on.
and You can play Black Ops on the controller.
What the fuck?
It's hard to get used to, but when you get used to it, it's actually convenient.
Really?
It's
I'm
like,
actually
alright.
surprised how like
That's-
comfortable the thing.
No,
Yeah, the
it is
controller.
really
The controller is
comfortable.
really
I
comfortable.
was
So,
like, what?
Yeah,
So
I
I'm really
prefer it
pissed,
to
like-
using the other
Yeah.
ones.
they haven't. They should have waited a little longer because they probably would have been selling a lot more consoles with better game titles coming up with it at the same time. But
They're just behind the console because their Wii didn't have
The Wii was-
HDMI. It
Nope.
didn't-
It was
couldn't
sad.
handle like a lot of
It was 480p. It was.
new age games.
The problem is that Xbox and PS3 have been out for so long. It's pretty similar to the Wii U and you know graphic standard and processing and all that stuff. So you can get an Xbox or PS3 for cheaper. The Wii U doesn't have any like really good exclusive games. Zombie U wasn't that good.
I like Nintendo Land. That's actually fucking fun.
I mean, yeah,
that's
Nintendo
fine,
Land's
yeah.
fine, but like it doesn't have anything that's gonna sell it.
It was
over
like the
an Xbox
normal
or-
Wii, like Wii Sports was selling the Wii, and that was
Yeah.
it, really.
Didn't Wii Sports was
Wii
one of the
Sports was
biggest?
Amazing.
Yeah,
It was like one of the biggest games. It was
Yeah.
the free game that came with it.
That's
I mean-
what sold it, and that's what because it was being sold to an audience that was outside of gamers. If you sell a console that doesn't have anything super exclusive and awesome,
Yeah, but it was
why-
also a game that really utilized the controllers the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
fun.
I mean, how many TVs were broken because of that?
Probably a lot.
A shit ton.
It's just that they don't have anything to sell the system right now. You know,
That's-
maybe if they
sad.
released the console with you know a new Mario Galaxy or a new you know Zelda game or something like that, a new Metroid Prime, those are systems. Like, if 2 or 3 of those come out, that's a system seller. Someone's gonna buy that, get all 3 of those games.
Pretty much.
Bring
But-
back Time Splitters.
Time Splitters, yeah, that'd sell.
They don't.
Man.
They don't have really anything.
Pokemon Stadium 3.
Pokemon
I would
Stadium,
buy that.
Pokemon Snap, you get a bundle, and
I
man,
would
that
buy
thing
the
would
shit
sell.
out of that.
Is that-
NWO versus.
WCW.
Shut up, Spoon! Shut up!
That game was fun. McDonald's was awesome.
Okay, we need to move on here. We've
Alright.
been rambling
Wow,
on
we
this
ramble
comment.
hard. I like that though. That was fun.
He doesn't
we
like
gotta go
that.
through these
He doesn't
last-
like ramblings like that?
I like it.
We're almost at 2 hours, so we gotta go faster here.
I mean,
Sony,
why? Like
Sony announcement in 4 days.
kidding me?
Someone said.
Yep, February 20th.
PS4 or whatever they're gonna call it.
What if they
PlayStation
say?
Vita 2.
Oh God.
I would be like, I'm done.
We have
PlayStation
one
Vita
game for
squared.
launch. It is a shitty game that no one's ever heard of.
It's
So
actually
That's actually the title of the
man.
game.
You sit outside, you do the hopscotch thing.
Look, it's like real. Look at this.
Holy
I'm
shit.
dancing.
there have been like pictures that have been leaking out over the past few weeks of the controller.
People are like photoshopping controllers, and then
One looked pretty real. Like
it
I
legit?
think Destructoid got a picture
I think
of.
see.
Adam Kovac
I like that
tweeted
picture of
a
all the
blurry
buttons
picture
on it.
with the Sony logo on it.
Oh yeah, that's been floating
saw
around a
that.
little bit. A lot of people think it's gonna be PS4 or whatever they're gonna call it.
I really hope, you know what? I really hope they don't pull a fucking Nintendo and just completely change the controller because
No. The controller looks.
They said they wanted to keep it the same.
The joysticks are better, and I think the triggers are better. Like the joysticks are
The
kind
R2
of.
buttons are improved.
I think it is just going to be
They're
called
like
PlayStation.
concave.
I like the Apple theory.
Wait, what?
I like the Apple theory that it's probably going to be called PlayStation.
Just gonna
Just
call it
PlayStation.
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 Just PlayStation.
I don't mind that.
No.
It rolls off the
What?
tongue. Let's say.
Didn't we
PlayStation.
see the spec?
Easy.
Was that the specs we read off a few Creed Shocks ago? Was that for the PS4?
Might have
Could
been.
be.
Those were
I think
just
it
rumored
was.
though. So
Yeah, but like that, I don't see that being like a super next gen console though. I was kind of disappointed.
It'll probably look better.
A little, I mean, it'll
I
be better
guess we'll
than
see.
it now. But like, if you're considering the next 6 years of games, like, do you
Yeah.
see it working off of that?
And I heard a lot of people were complaining the fact that the Xbox and PlayStation 3 has been like lasting so long, and that they want to make better and bigger games, but the consoles can't handle it.
Well, the economy hasn't been good. I mean, do they want to sink all this money into making a new console? Over the last, 7 years, the economy's been shit. It's been tanking.
If
People
they
don't
were
have as much
making-
money.
If Microsoft is hitting, what you say, like 250,000 cards.
I can't remember what it was, but it was considerably more than the Wii U.
Insane.
It was at least like 150.
And this is still matching the time that the Wii U came out. Like, is it the same like parallel time that you said? Or that was you said
It was like last month. Those were the figures. It was like 57,000 for the Wii U, like 150,000, 175,000.
January or Christmas?
It was January.
Okay.
I can't remember.
So yeah, okay, because I was thinking like, what, you're comparing like beginning sales?
No.
Damn, that's really bad.
Yeah,
Holy
I don't-
Shit. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's what I was saying. Like something that's
Oh my
like a
God.
few years, like 5 or 6 years old, whatever that.
This is a
Xbox
new
is.
console
selling
and it's getting
ridiculous
shitted on by
compared-
Xbox and PS.
they didn't have the games to push
Oh
it.
my god.
No, I mean, think of the average person. Like, people don't have a lot of expendable money. Why would you spend $300 on a Wii U or $350 and then games that aren't even that
Or
good?
$200 on an Xbox system that probably comes with 2 different games, like I know for a
Like
while
Fable
it's been
3
coming
and-
with Skyrim and Fable
Or
downloadable.
Forza.
And then you know you
Yeah,
have an
Forza.
entire
Like,
collection.
and then, and all the games you.
The
bring
past
up
7
along.
years of
Oh,
good
and
games.
Those 2 titles are huge and they take forever to play. So
Yep.
holy shit.
So, I mean, people...
That's a console seller right there.
Yeah. You know what? Shame on you, Nintendo. Shame on you.
Yeah, Sly's just now grasping
why
what's
would
going
you
on.
do that? You've been like the top dog since I was a little kid. Why would you fucking do that?
Put Skyrim on Wii U.
It was like they wanted to be ahead of the other 2 companies and just didn't have the games for it.
they're
It's
really
flopping.
ahead.
Yep.
They're really
They
ahead.
tried to release their next gen console, which is something that.
Where the hell is the virtual console on that thing?
What do you mean?
On the Wii U.
I have no idea.
That's what I mostly use my Wii for, was the virtual console.
I think you have to go back to the Wii menu to go back to the virtual console.
Probably.
What's a
What's
virtual
that?
console?
The virtual console is so you can play the regular NES
Oh!
games and-
It's like where you buy the old games.
Oh, so you go off the
to
regular
rebuy 'em?
menu from the
And you
Wii
know-
U
Maybe.
to the virtual menu.
Yeah, you don't buy them again. You can actually transfer
Oh, okay.
your old games. And
Well, they should
saves.
make it native for the Wii U. I mean, you could do that.
But you would think, but Nintendo is
Why
still
are
a
we
little
back
behind.
on Nintendo?
Because Nintendo is top dog.
We just
Do you have
talking
somewhere to
about
go?
something-
Like, would you like to leave and have
No,
us
I'm
finish
just
this
saying,
up?
Do you
I
need to
usually
go
like
to
to
that-
keep them under 2 hours because then they're too
This
big
is
to
natural,
download
though.
on
This
people's
is
phones.
good, and you know what?
Pause it and you come back later. That's
Can't
fine.
you-
And the best part, none of us in this combination have ever done a creature talk like this.
This is
James-
a lot
I
of
hate you.
natural
3 hours
conversation
before
here.
we have consistent viewers. They'll watch it.
No, I'm talking about like the size of the file that goes on people's phones.
Oh,
Can't we
please.
shrink it all?
Shrink
It's
it in?
poopy
Compress it?
quality.
Delete previous episodes, guys.
No,
you don't have
no.
to have every single episode.
Don't do that.
Well, the interest,
$4 and use up their Wi-Fi.
the interesting thing about them announcing stuff is it's not even E3 yet.
It is
They're
amazing,
announcing all this
yeah.
before E3.
Which
like,
means they're gonna have a conference there that's gonna show off some whatever.
Which means we need to go to that conference.
Yeah, we'll
Good
see
luck.
if we can find it in. with Sony.
but yeah, they're announcing this stuff months ahead. Like, I don't even know what Xbox is or Microsoft's doing with theirs because they're obviously.
not
Project
anymore.
Natal 2.
Oh,
God, no.
Stop.
I remember people yelled at me for calling it Project Natal. I thought it was Natal.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
called
thought it
it.
was Natal too.
Like, that's not Natal. Did he just call it Natal? I'm like, it looks like fucking Natal.
It's
Like,
Natal.
No,
it's birth of a new generation of consoles.
that thing
Natal.
flopped.
That was terrible. Milo.
How many good games have been made for the
They
Kinect? Like
never
2?
came out.
I don't know.
It's like
Star Wars-
Gunstringer or Gunslinger or something like
Star Wars Connect.
that. Is that the
was a
dancing
really
one?
good game.
Is that the dancing one?
Was
With
wasn't there
Han
Han Solo?
Oh, no!
Ew! Could you do Chewbacca in there
Game
too?
night.
Let's boogie.
I don't know. I haven't. I never opened it.
Thank God. I'm sure some evil spirit would come out of that fucking case.
I'm
An
gonna go
evil
home and
genie
open
would
it.
come. I will curse you, shit. I would believe.
You really wanted to play
We
this?
do that for a game night.
I'm
Star
gonna
Wars.
open it when I get home.
I have Dragon Ball Z Connect and I haven't played it yet.
Oh my God, Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z
I heard about
Connect.
that.
Why?
Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball Z Connect game.
And then they have voice controls for Skyrim with Kinect.
They have voice controls for like Dead Space 3.
I thought that was the best
That's actually
integration
pretty cool.
though, because you go Fusoda,
Oh, really?
and it does it.
They did
It
that
was a
with,
mod, but
They did
Oh.
that with Mass Effect 3 as well, and it actually worked pretty well.
Professor!
that's all that Dan knows how to do is like, what's her name? Liara, move up. Liara, move up.
I was like, Garrus, frag out!
The majority of people playing games on Xbox are probably kids playing it at 3 a.m. who don't want to make noise because it'll wake up their parents. They're not going to want to
They
yell.
don't want to make noise because it'll make them sound dumb in front of their parents.
Yep.
Kids
I
don't give
do
a
it anyway.
fuck about that shit.
Yes, they do.
They're so into games that they just completely just bleh.
Garrus, frag! Eat a hoagie, bitch! Roger that.
Roger that.
Frag out.
Roger.
Grunt! Yes. Shepherd.
Shepherd.
So what? What we got going on next?
Well, according to Spoon, Tylenol PM. Anything you see off of that?
No.
Advil PM.
Advil PM, yeah.
Oh, aliens.
Aliens, Colonial Marine.
Colonial Marines.
You guys had kind of touched on this earlier, but kind of go into.
Go ahead, sir.
Sewer aliens are funny. To
He said
watch.
watching the walking aliens in the sewer was funny.
That game is just like unpolished.
Is
Really?
it now? Does it go off of the movies, or is it kind of like its own?
I think it's trying to like combine all movies without like a filler, so it's just like random. That's what I heard in a review. Anyway,
I was gonna say, where did the fuck this game came from? Cause like I was just like, this was like when I was in Puerto Rico. I'm like,
Like what?
all right. I went to a GameStop. I'm like, they had like the ad for Metal Gear, and then underneath of it had aliens. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
what the
Aliens-
fuck? What the
Aliens
fuck?
was announced back in like
This
2007.
is what Gearbox
or
does.
It was it was longer than that.
Gearbox does
It was
this all
like
the
it
time.
had to have
hurts
been.
them. They take IPs, Duke Nukem, Aliens,
Yeah.
and they perfect them, but the fan base isn't like they don't want this kind of stuff. Like Duke Nukem just flopped.
Well,
All that build up, it just flopped.
I didn't even have high hopes for it. It had been in development hell for like over 10
Just
years.
Like, why do they do that? It's like Gearbox does so good with stuff, and then they take on Aliens.
They made money off of that though. They made money off of Duke
and
Nukem
Duke
still.
Nukem. Yeah, they take on those IPs.
Aliens is still a lot better than Duke Nukem. I played and beat Duke Nukem. That game
Yeah.
was terrible. I knew it was gonna be terrible.
It's sad though because
I
it's
couldn't
like,
even beat it.
why
I
don't
beat
they
it.
sink
Shit
in?
out of Duke Nukem 3D. I could not beat.
Why
that.
don't they sink in the money from picking up those older IPs and actually develop a new IP like Borderlands? Like look at how successful Borderlands is. Like
Borderlands is
imagine
fucking
imagine them making a different IP, like something new that was just as good as something that Borderlands would produce.
I don't know.
I think they're just trying to get the big names.
Yeah, they're
Probably.
trying to get them. They're
Big
trying to
names
work.
is
Like
just
it's probably a lot
oh.
cheaper. You buy something that's half done and then polish it off and then sell it.
And then the next iteration comes around, they might actually have a really good game. If
Just
they
take
got it.
Battlefront 3.
Possibly, yeah.
Battlefront 3.
Yeah, I think that would be. Oh, that would be amazing. I'd offer to work with them. I'd be like, can I please work with you guys? Because they put it in the Unreal Engine. It'd probably be on Unreal Engine 4 too.
There you go.
Yeah, the game's just kind of a generic-y
Can you imagine that?
That'd look amazing.
Can you imagine Star Wars Battlefront 4 or 3 in the Unreal Engine
4 or 3.
in the Unreal Engine 4? Like, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Imagine.
I can't because I don't know what that
You know,
means.
Can you just go make a
Sit
game?
down.
I don't know what that means.
Sit down.
Have you seen the Unreal?
Yeah, it's kind of a.
I don't know what engines and Unreal. I don't know what shit. I'm really casual when it comes to things like this.
Fire Emblem.
You're
I
good.
wasn't done talking. We barely talked about
Go ahead,
that.
Fire Emblem.
Barely
Oh,
talked
that was
about that.
aliens.
That was aliens.
We
apparently.
barely talked. He talked about the sewer alien, and that was it.
Kucha only wanted to hear about that.
That's all I wanted
I'm going
see
back
more.
to that. It's
We're gonna go back to that. Let's go.
kind of generic FPS. Spoon and I started doing some co-op. He was sick when it came out, so I did a little bit by myself, and then he jumped in. Unfortunately, his recording fucked up, but
Good stuff.
Like you did when we were playing Battlefront,
Yeah,
that
it
Mass
did.
Effect mod.
my recording from Vice City fucked up last night. Like half my commentary cut out for some reason. I don't know
Good
why.
stuff. I love when that happens to us.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like generic-y.
That's like my top
short.
3 favorite things.
Okay, on to Fire Emblem.
And this
Out
asshole
of
came
10
with.
Whoopi Goldbergs.
I've played up to like chapter 5. I don't even know how many.
Yeah, no, this
I can't
asshole
rate
came
it.
up to my house. We were hanging out, and then he just out of nowhere.
I was playing it.
I see this big ass ginormous Game Boy. I'm like,
It's the 3DS XL.
I'm like, what are you playing, Seamus? He's like, oh,
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem. I'm like, oh, I seen commercials. That looks cool. And that was it. And he didn't talk to me the whole day.
You guys were playing Mario Party.
Because it was a party and you were not joining the
I was
party.
watching it.
Were you having fun?
I was having
Yeah,
fun.
I
It
was
was
Mario Party.
The first
one.
Okay, nice.
That's
That's
where
good.
that's the one that I wreck house.
I finally got the chance to play the new one.
Oh
New
God,
Mario
they're terrible.
Are you in a car in a new one or whatever? Like
A car.
You ride in different things, like all together. You're in the
Oh yeah, that
You're in
one.
a thing together. You're not.
yeah,
Separate
you're not
anymore.
separate going across
That's
the map. You're
stupid.
all in the same place, and you
What the
just switch.
fuck
to
is that?
It's
Why?
terrible. And there's no there's stars now, no coins.
Just stars.
Only stars?
Apparently.
Only stars, mini
What the
stars.
fuck is wrong
Fix
with-
your shit.
Hey,
It's Nintendo.
Come on,
hey,
Nintendo.
hey, Nintendo! Remember that first Mario Party that everybody loved? Why don't you just do
Fire
that?
Emblem's good
Remember
though.
that everything first that everyone loved? Just do that.
Yeah.
I've played older ones before. I can't remember the last time I played one, but it's actually pretty fun. It's a game that I normally wouldn't do. It's like strategy. You have to figure out different strategies and stuff and how to do things. But I'm
I
just
like to see this
strategy.
game. I never-
it's fun.
From what I've seen in the commercials, like it looked really, really chill. I liked it.
Is
It
for
looked
the
really good.
3DS or?
Yeah,
Say Perfect
3DS.
Dark 2.
What?
Perfect Dark 2.
Hey, what was that Perfect Dark that was on the
Didn't they
360? That
make
thing was
a-
terrible.
didn't they make
I was like,
remake
that's a
that was just
prequel.
terrible?
That was miserable.
Yeah, they already made one.
Everyone was getting psyched.
That was one of the
up
first
about
Xbox 360 games I played.
It was miserable though. It was poopy.
I remember having fun with the multiplayer.
I just heard horrible things.
It's not
Like
good.
so many people were so excited, and then just awful things came out of it. So Fire Emblem
good.
sucks.
It's good. I recommend it.
Strategy.
I recommend
game on an
You
XL.
do? I don't.
It's not like a super
Hey,
strategy,
out of
but
10 whoopies right now, how many?
I'd probably give it a 9 right
A
now.
9 whoopie. Oh
I'm not very
That's
far into
very-
it.
Shit. Wow, generous. Serious.
good.
I like that.
It's
I wanna
good.
see this.
Yeah. Holy
Okay,
shit.
Seamus, what is this? What is this?
Those are
topic you
GameStop
read?
closures.
What's happening?
Apparently, they're closing down at least 500 GameStops over the
What?
next.
Whoa.
You know what? Good. You know why? I went to the mall in Puerto Rico. They have 3 levels. They have in each level a GameStop. I'm like,
Yep.
why do you need 3 GameStops?
That
There's
company.
people's jobs getting killed there.
Well,
That-
hey, that's just too many GameStops.
And
They-
people's pre-orders.
I
and
think
just
part of it
take
is they
Yep.
didn't they when they took over EB Games, didn't they kind of just a lot of malls?
They just not
I
even.
miss- I miss Funko Land. Anyone remember Funko Land?
I think GameStop bought. They're either GameStop before or GameStop bought them out years and years ago.
I miss Hollywood Video.
But it's like
I remember.
I was saying,
I miss Funko Land.
there's a place
That was-
called
that used to be
Movie Gallery
GameStop.
where I used to
Yep.
live, and people were telling me in the comments when I was talking about it in my Q&A video, it's still there.
Really?
There's still a movie rental place in
Holy shit.
Massachusetts.
there's a Blockbuster around here.
Yeah, there's one
No, it's not
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. It's Blockbuster Mobile.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's called Blockbuster
Yeah, it says it
Mobile.
on the sign.
It's stupid.
Mobile?
On
Mobile.
Wadsworth, yeah.
Mobile.
Near Best Buy.
Mobile?
Yeah, it says Blockbuster.
Mobile.
Mobile.
Mobile. I don't know what the fuck is that. I want to
Mobile.
go in
I
there.
think you go in there.
I'm gonna
and
go
then
in
they're
there and be like, "Where's all the movies?"
put
And they're
this
like, "We
movie
got
on
them."
my phone.
Yeah, I think that's what
Maybe.
it is.
That's weird. I've seen it. I never saw
Here you go, sir.
mobile, though.
Which one do you want? Son. There you go.
It's the Galaxy.
Just
I-
come back and send it.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like
Is that the new
store.
sending anime? Like,
Just drop your phone off.
Just
we'll
flip it at them
flip
like,
back out.
it'll actually you put your phone.
have all the movies.
Yep. We're going out of business anyway.
So wait, is this only just a few stores or is
500. 500 right off
Out
the
of
bat.
How many?
I don't know how many
Just
exist.
think about it. Like there's
There's a
so many.
shit
This
ton.
is way too much. 500 is like 25 cents for them.
Well, the problem is that company's been kind of mismanaged. They keep
Why are
buying
you
up.
doing it?
They keep buying up like different like EB. They bought up EB. The problem was that instead of just fucking getting rid of the store space, like there was a part when I was with my friends years ago that there was 3 GameStops in like a little triangulated area because one of them might have been an EB, one of them was a GameStop, one of them might have been something else, and they bought it. But instead of not using it, there's one in the mall, there's one on the other side of the street, and then there's one like a block down. It's like how does that make money? How do you have 3
That's
stores?
what I said. In that mall in Puerto Rico, 3 different levels.
Yeah.
They
all
bought
that.
them all
no,
out.
No,
yeah.
I went no. Because this was when I was doing the trying to do the fan meetup, and I was asking them, hey, can I do this? And they're like, oh, you have to go to the main one. I'm like, main one? Is there more than one GameStop here? She's like, yeah, the second level one is the main one. I'm like, how many GameStop? I'm like, how many fucking even GameStop started. They're like, oh, the lady was like, oh, there's 3. I'm like, why would you need so many?
The problem is that they're taking business away from themselves.
Yeah,
they have employees at all of these, but it's not convenient to have one on like every level.
It
or
doesn't make sense.
They take away business from each other, and
GameStop you work at, the one right next to you.
not only that,
that one, good to see you there, bro.
Next door. You know, like in between us, there's a Domino's.
Oh, that Domino's. I remember. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they sell stuff for like overpriced.
Oh,
people aren't going to
ton.
buy that.
They give you nothing for trade-ins.
They give you
Oh
nothing
my
for trade-ins. It's just,
Hey guys, everybody out there, if you are wanting to trade your old games, just keep them.
You keeping them is probably more because I can guarantee you, because this happens to me all the time, or happened when I did do this. You're gonna want to play your game again, sometime down the line, and you're gonna regret giving it up for 50 cents.
I have so many games. I never get rid of them.
You're gonna give it. They're gonna give you like 50 cents to $1 for your game.
So the best advice that I can do right now to any, especially the young kids out there playing these consoles that are now your generation, when new stuff comes, make sure you take care of this, and don't go to GameStop and be like, oh my god, I have all these that I've done. You will want to play them again. Believe me.
And they're going to be nostalgic. I can guarantee everyone sitting at this table that misses a game that they used to have on
or a system.
I can tell you games that I had to buy again. I bought myself a Dreamcast to play Sonic Adventure 2. I bought myself a Nintendo 64. I rebought things when I already had them. It's just stupid. Unless you lost them in a tragic accident, though.
Yeah.
So that
my mom gave my Super Nintendo away to my cousin.
And now you have it, right?
What a great cousin.
I've been tempted to get an N64 on eBay.
The poopy thing with me was that I had cousins, and I was the big gamer when I was little. So when I would get a new system, I'd have 2, and they're like, you can't have 3. You got to give one to your cousin. So it was like, okay, I had a regular Nintendo, I had a Super Nintendo, then I got a Sega, so I had to give him the Nintendo. Then I got like a 64, so I had to give him something. Then I got a PlayStation, I had to give him something. So like all of my old stuff went to my cousins, which is probably broken or thrown out by now. Like, I don't have any of that old.
Another thing is that when you actually get a gift, let's say directly from your parents, or you actually work to get it, you appreciate it. You take care of it more. When I give like a Game Boy that I had for like dumb long to my cousin, I call him in a week later. Oh, I ate it.
Yep,
that's an
gone.
exaggeration.
Broken.
It's an exaggeration.
It's gone.
But it's pretty close.
Something happened. Yeah, no, it's definitely true.
But holy shit, how long has this Creature Talk been going for?
Just over 2 hours, so perfect.
Very good.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
And we hit all the topics? Yes, we did.
A lot of stuff's talked about.
Is there anything coming up that we should be excited for or whatever?
Kind of interested with the PlayStation announcement on the 20th.
I'm excited for that too.
It's probably gonna be a new PlayStation.
Hey,
it is a PlayStation.
If James was here, he would talk shit about me right now. But I hope Infamous comes back.
It probably will.
I hope.
It's not a game. You don't know if it's a game system or not. I just want to know what their fine Sony.
There we go.
Happy?
I was gonna say, what if it could be some kind of ultra virtual reality system that flops and tanks and they spent all their budget on it.
Hi, it's PlayStation. Today you can now use your TV as a controller.
Holy shit!
You shake it up like an etch-a-sketch. Draw it with your fingers. PlayStation announcement.
Oh no!
You're
spoiling it for everyone. Now
and everyone just bails out of Sony stock. Starts selling it. Oh god!
Peter Molyneux is the head of this new project. Oh man!
The CEO is Robert Bolin.
Have we done a THQ update at all? Any THQ bankruptcy update?
No, I have no idea what's going on with that.
I don't know how recent this news is, but I think Take-Two got the WWE license.
What?
They did?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was old.
I don't know how new that was. I just read it the other day. I was pretty surprised. I thought EA would have scooped it up, but
James was expecting it because
probably
because they do a lot. 2K does a lot of the. Am I thinking right? 2K does like
they do sports.
A bunch of sports.
Oh, okay, so hopefully they can drive in the right direction.
They've taken over and they've been doing really good with like 2K, NBA 2K13, and
those games have been.
They've done really well.
2K12 was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, those have like amazing reviews.
I don't play
nines.
sports games much, but it was actually pretty.
Those those have amazing reviews. Yeah. Like both of those.
Hey, Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo needs to get on the ball. They really need to get on the ball.
Damn it, Reggie!
This whole fucking Creature Talk has been, hey,
more
Nintendo.
Animal Crossing.
Please.
They actually announced one. I
They
For
did?
the 3DS.
Oh, fuck.
I know. The other day, Nintendo announced like a shitload of stuff for the 3DS and the Wii
Hey.
and stuff, but I don't have that list.
We got
It was
already.
all I know is
We're getting back into Nintendo.
Nintendo themed creature talk.
Please, Nintendo, we love you.
My name is Creature Talk.
Can we get Miyamoto on this?
Huh?
On Creature Talk?
What?
Yeah, let's get Miyamoto on here.
Let's get Miyamoto on.
I don't think he speaks very
doesn't speak
fluid
English.
English though, but
Eh,
It's okay.
fine.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Neither
we'll
do
have a
we.
translator up here. I know that'd be great.
all right.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Those are all the
so
topics.
Thanks for joining.
That was a
Creature
good one.
Talk.
Doors
It's been
open.
going-
By the way, before you end it, Spoon actually talked a shit ton more than he ever has in any
Yes,
other creature talk.
yes.
So, can I get a high five, please?
No.
I feel like I've talked
Hey,
a lot
he's gonna
more.
give me a high five
Yeah,
anyways.
we all
Look.
did. Maybe we should keep this the combination and kick James and
James and Dan
out
can
of
make
Creature
their-
Talk.
Oh, there goes the dislike rate.
Wow.
They don't get to come on Creature Talk anymore.
someone's really gonna believe
They're
that.
obviously bad mojo for Spoon.
Everybody always
Next week,
believes
I'm just
every
gonna
shit
sit
that we
here.
say.
And not say anything.
We're kidding, guys, in the comments.
Damn it, Spoon.
Where
are we?
Kidding.
But yeah,
But yeah, so hopefully Dan and James are both back next week. Then Spoon will be silent again. Z will be silent.
Hopefully he'll be back.
Yep.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
unless something happens to Dan, he gets stranded
Something
in
could happen.
California.
maybe
like
he's
the
gonna be in Taken 3.
Apocalypse. He gets taken, and then James gets even more sick,
Yeah.
which he's been known to stay sick for weeks.
Oh,
on end,
yeah.
So just like
I told you that was gonna happen. That's how it always happens. James gets sick and then he gives it to everyone else.
I haven't really been sick of anything since 7th grade.
Monica was sick
I
for
don't
like
get
a
sick.
week, and I didn't catch it. So
I
Lucky.
don't get sick.
Wait, do you get? Wait, C said he only. Wait, repeat that again, C.
I don't get sick ever.
I don't get sick.
Next week, Z gets sick.
7th grade.
Hi guys.
I can't be on. I'm sick.
You heard it here first.
I'm Z.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for joining, everyone.
Until
make
next
sure
week.
to
What?
make sure to go on.
That wasn't me.
We're on iTunes. If you want this on your iPad, iPod, iCats, and you want to listen to it on a bus or some kind of.
Or the
On
gym.
the iBus.
Or the gym. Working
Well,
out, but
stick your
make
earbuds
sure.
The
in
eye
someone
gym.
else's
Remember,
ear
don't
and
be
listen to
lifting
us.
a lot of heavy stuff when
Oh,
we're
God.
talking, otherwise you'll kill yourself like
Or
someone
the
apparently
iZoom.
almost did.
The eyes. Do they even still make those?
The Zooms? Yeah, I think they do.
I had a Zune once.
But yeah.
I have
Anyway,
a
thanks
Zune
for
in my
watching.
box.
Rating and reviews are cool too, because then we get to see how you guys are liking Creature Talk, especially with this new pre-recorded format.
And
'Cause
we
I
get
think it's doing pretty well with how fluent stuff is. And
we get $1 million per review too.
And I'm
So
here now, which is weird.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Shut
I
up,
mean,
Spoon.
Wow.
he has a beard.
yeah, he is.
And look at his hair.
Yeah, it looks like a.
Look at his hair.
All right. Just so before, can we end this with just imagine Spoon, long, blonde hair.
Seamus, save me.
I can't.
Cover in hot and spicy Cheetos
Are you kidding me?
in a pool.
That burns my ass.
In the place where Die Hard was filmed.
The Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, in that pool.
Some nice irradiated Cheetos.
Okay, end it.
Hey, thank you so much for watching, guys.
Everyone at once, come on, everyone's got to hum.
Disrespect to the round table.